Good evening.
Hello,
Hello.
hello, hello, hello.
Hello and welcome again to TaleChasers on Friday. I am your host for today, Amber. These are my Stargazers, and this is the quickest recap intro that you're going to see in a long time. For announcements, there's no City Below next week. As you know, we are on a bi-weekly schedule. You can see our VOD on Thursday evening. The week after, we will be playing Session 8 of the City Below as we are approaching the end. Tomorrow there will be no Calamica taking place due to Eurovision Song Festival. They will be like having a good time cheering on people. Tomorrow there will be Long Rest D&D as far as I'm aware, but you will have to check in with Long Rest D&D over at their channel just to be sure. Brandon will not be joining us this evening because he has some things going on for himself, and that is, we will respect that and we love him, and so we are going to just have a session and try to have as much fun as we can with just the 5 of us, and we're gonna all have a great time, right guys? Thank you.
Send some hearts to him tomorrow at
Thanks.
Long Rest Tavern at Twitch.
Correct.
Long Rest D&D. I know what. Yeah, that.
Hi, Stitch. It is good to see you here as well. All right, with that out of the way, Gabe, please give us the quickest recap in the West.
Alright,
Oh, I
quickest
thought
recap.
I
Yeah,
was
what's up?
doing it, but that's fine.
No, okay, Ferris, can you give the quickest recap in the West?
Yeah, I can
Hey, 3,
instead
2,
make it a quick
1,
recap. That's
go.
fine. Okay, we got attacked by vampires while we were sleeping. Lower kind of vampires, not the pretty kind.
Thank you for the recap.
Yeah,
Let's say that's a recap.
You sorry, Ferris, you can continue.
I mean, no, that's the quick recap, I guess.
Is it done?
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll also go like higher into the watch of this place somehow, but that's pretty much it.
You got yourselves hired into the bereavement watch in the quickest selection process ever. You
We blew
survived the night
fuck
with
out of this
vampires.
tavern.
Yeah, you blew up the tavern, but it's okay. It was the vampires who did that,
it was
and
more
not
like
you.
than anyone else, but yeah.
Maybe if
Yeah.
if I as an NPC hadn't collectively taken more than 100 damage,
Well, it was
tanking it for
different
your
exits,
fucking
so,
skinny asses, then I would
Can
be
I-
more inclined to like noble up this tavern.
See here, it's like I don't know what you mean.
Anyway, that NPC is laying in a bathtub of cold water all night, and you guys are with the bereavement watch. I'm going to load Vagwall now.
Is there
Okay.
is there a bathtub of cold water at the bereavement watch, or is this guy just staying in a little room?
He's not going to the bereavement watch, and you would only be a logical thinking human being for realizing that he should, of all people, should not be at the bereavement watch.
Makes sense. So he's just gonna stay in a wrecked fucking tavern floor.
Yeah, he's in the Rick Tavern.
God damn, Baron.
Yep. The door is smashed.
My
it's
sleepiest
okay.
Vasily.
If this man gets kidnapped and we don't find him tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised.
Fine. I left things with him.
Yeah, I bet.
My boys.
My boys.
Correct. So, with that out of the way, in a record 4 minutes.
Woo!
And this, ladies and gentlemen, was the world record attempt for fastest recap in the West.
With that out of the way, morning comes in Vagwall. The suns rise behind the thick cloud cover that stretches out over Astoya. A light drizzle of rain offers little respite from the weather of yesterday, which is also a light drizzle of rain, and the day before that it was also a light drizzle of rain.
I feel like this is thematic.
What is it that you guys would like to do today?
Well, after our very, very concise and decisive decision-making process, which took us way too long. I think that we want to have a talk with Bereavement Watch, and then we are going to be criminals and break into Father Baichan's house.
What do you actually
Correct.
want from the Bereavement Watch?
I have no idea.
I would like to basically try to determine what information they have. I want to know I want what information they have about the undead that have been getting through. I guess that's the first thing. And I want to, yeah, I kind of want all the information they have about like the problem here and like the work that they actually do. Because us getting attacked, it feels like this is kind of like a decently sized place, and it feels weird that we were the ones that were attacked out of all people in this city.
Hmm.
And that was the exact number of creatures to deal with each of us. Yeah.
They will agree with you on this front. Ekta, the leader of the Bereavement Watch, will agree that such a large-scale attack, it seems a little bit too, seems a little bit too targeted, a little bit too much of a coincidence.
Yeah.
They
Lawrence
haven't been they haven't been finding a lot of like undead in the city. There are a couple that they refer to as spawn that have been picked up in recent months, with like larger and larger intervals between them.
Yeah, Lawrence will say that he thinks he might have heard of this the spawn that they're referring to, because last time he was here, he was informed that it was pretty much just like the occasional undead that somehow managed to get through in some way. And it wasn't like anything as large or anything as powerful, anything as significant as what they faced last night.
That is most assuredly correct. We regularly go door to door inspecting the health and welfare of the citizens of Vagwall. They shouldn't be able to hide. And yet they do.
Every single house? Without exception?
Without exception.
Hmm. Can I make a, I don't know, can I make an insight check or something? Like, is there a...
Yeah. Those who are sick are detained and brought to the tender mercies of the Sisters of St. Elspeth.
Do I share... Since I'm part of the same order and or watch with this person, like,
Sure.
do we... Yes.
Do we share a lifestyle?
You're specifically looking for a lie here. You sense no deception.
Alright.
To the best of her knowledge, every single house is thoroughly checked for anyone
No.
afflicted with the hunger.
Okay. Could be that she's unaware that maybe by chance place is not like checked as thoroughly as it should be, TM. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lawrence will also inquire if they had encountered any of these type of creatures, like the one they encountered last night.
There's no trace left of the Ekimara, so
Well, we
there's
did
not a
have
lot
a
to.
captive.
Yeah, you have a fleeter. You don't have an Ekimara, so
We can still describe
she
the
will
creature, right?
recognize. Yeah, she will recognize it. She knows this type of creature. And she will tell you that they are rare.
Do they and these other type of creatures generally do the bidding of one such of a person or individual, like a necromancer, perhaps?
I must admit I wouldn't know. So rarely do we come across them. But they are certainly different from other undead, do you not think?
Yes, it was clearly quite intelligent.
So animalistic in shape as well.
Do they turn back, or are they permanently like that?
You like a werewolf?
Yeah, like are they like permanently like that, or is it like a person that turns back and forth?
She shrugs. When they're dead, they stay like that.
Well, we have a live one. We could see.
No, we have a live Fletcher.
Oh,
Fledger. Bleeder, yeah.
I take it, well, the attacks themselves are common, as you said, but, not really common that they attack at once several sleeping people in an inn, or,
Certainly not.
uh,
I would expect an attack like this outside of town. Not
eh,
here. And
How
not
do they
with
even
these
get
creatures.
in? The big one could turn invisible.
yeah, I mean, if they could fly, any of them, that's, suppose, an easy way to get in as well.
Not even our new wolves can protect against creatures capable of flight. Perhaps they are adapting faster than we are.
New walls? What do you mean?
The wolves around the town, as well as the ones inside of the town, were constructed no less than a year ago, when these attacks began.
You mean quick work?
That we do. But now our enemy outsmarts us. She makes like a clicking sound with her tongue.
Do you have any idea of where perhaps the source could be? All we have heard is maybe somewhere out in the swamp. It's also where the cure seems to lie for the hunger, but other than that, we don't have any concrete information.
She parses her lips and looks out the window. The panes themselves are smattered with like streaks of rain droplets that are erasing one another. It could very well lay out there in the swamp. Perhaps something did take place here that makes the dead not act the way they should. Many of battles have been fought upon these grounds. Though I can't imagine more than in any other place. So close to the border.
So close to Blacklaw as well. I spent some time up there at Blacklaw, not too far from here, and the wildlife and creatures all acted very strangely there. They would draw into it like some kind of magnetic force or will was imposing itself on them. Perhaps maybe there is something similar here, but smaller scale.
Her brow furrows. How would one find the source of such a thing?
Well, I did have a thought the night we were attacked, an idea that perhaps if undead are drawn to it, or at least the bodies are, and they are twisted and whatever so will, it this source desires perhaps taking a small undead of some kind out the bog to sniff it out, perhaps almost like a greyhound might work. Like hunters catching a fox. Maybe its undead senses might detect something we cannot as the living.
A dangerous proposition.
As is any that involves leaving the walls.
She folds her arms, like her hands, behind her back. That is true. The strain of living under the threat of the dead may have lessened, but the strain of fear of disease spreading within these walls puts the villagers on edge. Not only the hunger, but any type. We constrain people as much as we can to their houses, but life must go on.
It's nods and kind of thinks. Perhaps we can do some more some sort of investigation to see where how these things were able to get into the city in the first place. I don't think they were able to fly so much. Vittorio, you examined the bodies, right?
There wasn't really much left of anything. I mean, the one I bought, I look at Amber. It looked, did it look like it had some sort of wing structure?
What did?
The smaller ones that Vittorio bought with. Because I mean,
No.
no, okay. And it's like, well, the smaller ones, I don't remember seeing much in ways of wings. And I fought with one of them.
Neither did the larger one, TBH.
Well, I barely saw the large one, so can't really comment on that. Which is also what he says. He's like, as for the...
They have more like these, I don't want to call it wings. It's like, when you have webbed toes like that,
It's like
except it's like,
vestigial
it's like,
wings.
but you could call it vestigial wings. I would call it more of like they have like a little bit of like a skin flap between like their elbow and their torso, but like it's definitely not enough to be able to allow flight or even gliding.
Okay.
It's more like they have too much skin going on.
As for the Kimara, yeah, I mean, you guys fought that longer than I did, but I don't remember there really being much in ways of wings either. It was just a thought I had. I suppose they're just very good climbers. As for how they got into the city, I don't know. Climbing over some section of the wall that's not properly guarded. I don't know, through some sewers. There's all kinds of things. And he kind of looks at the woman from the watch. I imagine that you will have enough work already and know of most of the places they might be able to enter the city.
She nods.
Perhaps they did climb. Has any of the Warforged maybe perhaps not turn up, having been dispatched?
Oh, that's a smart notion.
1 second. Ekta, like, it's like a little bit of a snorting sound. Huff. It's hard to tell whether such a thing simply tripped over and fell, broke itself. Despite being more and more reliant upon such technology, or if you could even call it that, the things are not exactly reliable.
Well, if some of them are found, along where they were supposed to be stationed and they're no longer functioning, then yeah, that might be where they got in.
Could very well be. The only ones who would know is the Wallers Guild. Kulta presides over it.
Alta. Perhaps we should go have a word with her. Make sure nothing has vanished on her side. Is this Kulta a reasonable woman?
Lawrence, you've met Kulta?
Oh, wait, what? Kulta?
Katha was the dwarf at the entrance of the gate.
Oh, yes, pronunciation. Okay, yeah, my bad. Ignore me.
It's all good.
Perhaps we should go have a word with her then.
Very well. I'll give you the advice I give all in the bereavement watch. Never travel with less than 2.
Sounds like good advice.
Lawrence thinks on it. Yes.
Also, is there some form of I don't know scroll some that he looks around. Is she wearing a badge or any kind of identifying
Oh
marker?
my god, we're gonna become gods.
You want a badge?
No,
I want a badge and a gun.
as he is talking, he is looking to see if she has any identifying markers on her that, makes it known that she is from the bereavement watch.
Yeah.
Okay, what is that identifying marker?
She has armor, which is hard-boiled leather, and it's what?
No, continue.
Okay, I don't see what's so funny. But alright. Said armor has been inlaid with like a design has been burnt into it of the bereavement watch.
Okay. And he's like, he's looking, it's like, I don't know, a scroll or anything. Because, I don't think, don't think we, will be, burning in that design. Since a lot of us don't even wear armor, I suppose.
You raised an eyebrow. Very well. I'll write you a scroll with their seal.
All right. We'll take it. I'm like, yeah. Figured that was for the best in case something has to be done. Don't want to have to deal with a bunch of extra trouble down the line.
Very well. I wouldn't want to deal with the extra trouble of you using my seal for any other purposes, but you would not, right?
I can't really think of any reasons why we would do so. No.
The correct answer was, I wouldn't dream of it.
Never in a million years could I imagine such a possible foul action.
You are dismissed.
Oh.
Hearts. Alright. We're dismissed.
Alright. Okay, let's go.
Gotta find a place to long rest. Because we haven't done that yet.
I thought this was in the morning.
It is.
I'll
Yeah.
click my long rest button then.
Yes.
Beep beep boop beep boop beep.
Beep boop.
Amber, could you output her name so I get it right?
Yeah.
So-
Ba, ba, ba.
Amber, do my max hit points return
Oh yeah.
after the long rest?
I don't know, do they?
I know that's why I'm asking you.
I don't know, do they?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking.
Beep 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 beep.
They return.
If only could make a deal with God.
Okay, so, as we're walking away, Zari's going to look at the rest. So, our plan is to.
I start speaking in Castellan.
I switched to Castanellan.
Vittorio had his mouth open. He's like, "All right then," he says in fucking in primordial. Yeah.
Sorry, switches.
Because
Zari's
Hans
realizes
is in
it switches
primordial.
to Draconic.
Just let me speak.
Oh yeah, actually, wait. We can do this in Draconic, right? Like half of us speak Draconic, right?
I think, who does not speak Draconic?
So anyways, Amber, I'm gonna go to Calta while these guys fuck around. Thank you. Since they don't want to
Alright.
speak normally, I'm gonna go talk to the dwarf.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
being-
we're
they're being
speaking in
stupid again.
code.
Yeah. I'm gonna go make my way to the
All I need to
gates.
know is just you guys, by the way. Fastly's
if-
still at home.
Yeah.
Delphine is Vasily, right?
Delphine is helping Ilmara, aka Ilmara is helping Delphine because Ilmara has no idea what she's doing, stitching like a wound on like Vincent's shoulder. Which he
Of course.
insisted was a very, very big deal and like, you know, it needed a medical attention for sure.
Oh, okay. So...
Fair.
Oh, I'm such a big baby.
Wow, you're so mean.
Fight slip.
Please stitch me.
Of course.
Ilmara's like, alright.
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 Did it.
Delphine, do it.
Right, bro.
Alright. Do something, kids.
I'm surprised Ilmari does not know how to stitch a wound, but that's fine.
Can't know everything.
I was about to say,
Victoria.
why are you surprised? He's like, well, let's put a what are they called? What are they
A ring
called?
on it.
No. If you have the machine to put papers together.
Oh, stapler.
Staple.
Yeah.
Staple.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
that's.
Ilmara's
I was about to say,
way
did
of
you
putting
mean
things
printing
together is
press?
just staple things.
She just
She
staples. Just
She doesn't
I'm
speak
just
Like, you're
gonna
not a
say,
machine.
Ilmara, at this point, Ilmara's body, like, you can, half of it can be fixed with reconstruct, which is a spell that only works on
Mhm.
construct, so, you know, it's okay.
Remember it. I'll remember it. Okay.
But yes,
All as well.
we are headed towards the Wallers Guild, and Lawrence and Zarius were going to talk on the way.
Yeah. Well, seeing as we would switch it to private, it's like, so we need a plan. Would it not be better to switch up in two and maybe observe Father Biken's house
What language is this in?
in either Draconic or Castellan, which is probably
Okay, I'm going
Draconic?
to Calthan. I'm gonna speak with the dwarf while these guys speak Draconic.
That's fine.
Goodbye.
Oh no, game, get back here.
It's okay.
Tell you what,
Just
I will-
have
I
your
will-
fancy conversations.
I will tell you in Magic Man, in our secret language of initiates of Caster.
What?
In our
Castornellan. It's
our
Castornellan.
Castornellan.
Is that?
It's Castornellan.
Yeah.
Castor
That.
speaks High Gothic.
It's true.
Did you just... Oh, it's a Vim language. Yeah, Vim also speaks a language, but it's different.
Yeah, I speak Vim language. Beepity beepity beep. Beep 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 beep. beep, beep, beep.
Technically speaking, I think Tokas and Vincent also understand not Vim's language, but the language of caretakers, which is very...
Yo,
I don't
guys,
know how to say.
Can
Don't
I
worry.
add caretaker to my languages that I know now?
Yeah, sure. The thing is,
Yes.
caretaker language is so fucking, like, whack. They literally have, like, one symbol. Like, one symbol will be able to convey, like, several dozens of sentences worth of, like, information.
It's like Japanese.
It's basically like a drawing. Like the sentence would be a drawing.
It's almost like a
basically.
drawing, yeah.
Like you have a
They know
point
so
where you
many
start in the
languages.
drawing and then you follow it. Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. I would say it's a drawing, but also, like, in some ways, because they were literally, like, telepathically inclined, maybe their language in some ways is just too far beyond their comprehension.
It's
Instilling
okay. Now I know how
feelings
to
upon
speak
us.
caretaker.
I don't know if you can necessarily speak it, but you can at least read it and like
This
hear what they
reminds
say.
me of like
Free
the.
languages everywhere.
This reminds me of like the description.
Through different
in,
whistles. Who has a fucking conch?
I do.
Oh yes.
Mark still has a conch. He's done on the. Oh.
Where's my calendar? What the fuck?
This is the Festival of Secret Hearts? How is it the Festival of Secret Hearts already?
Why is it? Where's my calendar?
I'm done on the 9th of Soul
Oh,
Square.
because we're in.
On the 9th.
Oh wait, no, that's when I started. In 2 weeks from the 9th.
Yeah, it's not actually this date. This is the
So-
date of
this
the
is
other game.
Yeah, Delvers.
Give me 1 second to change the date back. I just need to.
Yeah, because it would be really weird if it was 747. Though,
I guess we go like 200 years.
though, Amber, you know, it would make sense because shadowy wings of darkness.
Yeah, imagine.
Where
What would
did
that
you
mean?
read that? Where did you read that, Ferris? Stop! No, stop! Where did you read that?
What do you mean?
And make a
Uh,
deal with
Just
God.
curious.
and
Where
I
did
get
you
him
read that
to
sentence?
swap out
In my notes?
places. In
In
my
a
notes.
world of
where?
pure imagination.
From last session.
Come with
You weren't
me.
paying attention, Gabe?
No, well, I am the one that witnessed that, but now things are connecting in my brain. And I
Yeah,
don't like it.
exactly. Because that almost exact line of words are here and also in another place, which is about 200 years ago.
Yeah, it's.
Oh my
not just
God.
that. It's
That's like that
sadly
Attack
not
on
just
Titan
that.
episode where it's like my message to you from like fucking
Yeah.
2000 years ago. Your message to
I'm
yourself.
quickly resetting the date
Mm-hmm.
to Soul Square. 26th.
26.
I think it might actually be the 26th.
Yeah, it should be the 26th because I have.
The last thing you want in your Burger King's burger.
It was the
is someone to
25th when
promise.
we arrived late, and then I have for last session. I literally have
Lawrence,
25th to 26th
Me.
because
catch.
it was during the night.
Make that check, Lawrence.
Oh, no, it's alright. I'm wearing my armor now.
You have an armor? Oh yeah, I do have an armor. Pokers.
Don't me. Oh yeah, Lawrence, since you're wearing that armor,
Yes.
Oh,
I
no.
want you to know a secret little thing about it.
Oh, yes, it has the thing where, it feels like my first robe.
Oh yeah, no, sweet Lawrence.
Me
Oh,
happy as the cool
That
thing
is
in my
not it.
robe. Amber is a secret thing as well.
There's a secret thing in the robe. I can't remember what's a lunar attire.
it's a
That's
secret tool that will harm us later.
it. Lawrence, I want you to know that at all times, you feel this compulsion to donate large quantities of money to the church.
So nothing has
to the
changed.
church,
Hey,
to the
hey,
church,
Lauren.
to specifically the Church of the Triad, so specifically the Church
Oh.
of the Three Moons.
Hey, Lawrence, let me introduce myself as the Church of the Triad.
It's like Lawrence just mentions, guys. I have like this uncanny feeling of donating large sums of money to the Church of the Triads. Hold on a second, says Zarius. He turns around an alleyway. He comes out with a fucking bathrobe with 3 circles around it. Why, my fellow friend, I am cleric of
I'm
Moon
not
of
going
Triad.
to enforce this. I'm going to let you interpret how much large quantities of money is, but just know that you feel a compulsion to bring
Alright, well,
praise to them and
Large
like give
possible
them
quantities can
bring
be
them
peace and
tithe,
power
you know.
to your
Alright.
current belongings.
we're, add this to my,
I guess that's your, like,
let me go down to flaws.
Yeah.
Let me do madness.
No, this is not an indefinite madness. No. This is not an indefinite
I
madness.
feel compelled, because that's the wording you used, compelled to donate large sum of my personal wealth
Money
to the
specifically.
church
It's okay. You can bring wealth in other
of the
also, Mayo.
3 moons.
It's okay because all you have to do is if we ever pass by a church or temple of this.
I'll just drop my inventory.
No.
There's one.
No. You need to go and round up all of the local chickens, and then you show up with the chickens and like, hi,
Thank.
I would I would like to donate this food. Please feed the poor.
Oh, man.
Amen.
That's in
Just go-
Graffendam, by the way. It's the House of Light and Darkness.
Just go in the place, start preaching about the Star Child, and said that the wealth you're bringing is spiritual and it's a God true word.
Wow.
You can go there, Lawrence. It's a pretty significant place if you
Pretty
remember
sick place.
Yeah.
for one of your
The,
quests. But in what way?
Wait, my
Huh.
brain twists one of my quests. Open my quest
Oh
log.
no, one of your quests has a party. But don't worry.
Oh. Okay, I
Hmm.
was like, what personal quest do I
Don't
have? Where are all
worry,
my
guys.
personal quests?
Don't you worry about a thing.
Okay. Well, to get back on track on what we were doing, we
Mhm.
were trying to discuss in character.
Yes, to get back to it. But guys, so we're gonna have to sneak into Father Baichan's house. Should we maybe not split up in 2 groups? One observing his house so we can maybe see what his patterns are, and the other going where we're going?
We're just
Where
gonna
is
not
that we're going exactly?
Well, I thought you were saying you were gonna talk to someone, but
Well, if we have time, I'd like to have a talk with Koltha, the maker of these automatons.
that's
Well,
where we're
reason
going
why
now.
they're
Mhm.
made this way.
yeah, that's what I was meaning. I thought that was where we're going now, and then 2 people could split up to watch Father Baichan's house.
I suppose that might work. How big is this map? Well, the city. Miles. Yeah, it's a bit bigger than I. Actually, no. No, it's probably not up to scale. Never mind.
Mhm.
Yep. Douglas nods. Well, sounds good. I suppose I'm going to meet with the dwarven woman then at the gates.
Right. Well, Lawrence, you've met her already, so perhaps
Mhm.
you should go with then. And I suppose that leaves me and Zarius to. And he it looks up in the sky. Amber, it was raining a bit, right?
Mhm. Well,
Yeah, it looks up in the sky. I suppose that leaves me and Zarius to be out in the rain and look at the manor.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it gives us
how
some time to talk.
how long does it take for them from where we are now to reach the manor?
from where you are now to reach the manor, like a couple of minutes.
Couple of minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Tokus looks
Actually,
Zarius.
it's not a couple of minutes. Let me double check.
Oh, are we at the gates?
You are currently here. Oh, damn, that's on a different thing, so I can't actually ping that. That's the
Okay.
bereavement watch.
Okay.
So I'd say maybe 20.
Oh, never mind.
All right. Do you know roughly how large the city is? Like, I want to say across.
Oh no, never mind. That's a lot better than I thought. Apologies.
What?
No, nothing. Fairness, what did you ask? Sorry.
How large the city is?
Yeah, but just roughly. You know, I don't need you to do a bunch of unnecessary math.
Like the size of, I think, Crow's Bend.
Okay.
Uh,
Like a little hamlet. Well, little bigger than a hamlet, I guess.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's only like 100 something feet across. It's okay.
Yep, that's what it is.
Tokus looks up at
Mhm.
Zoris and Vittorio and says, "Do you want me to make you invisible? Do you prefer some sort of less scrupulous scouting?"
How long does that last?
Hmm. By the time you get to the manor, you'll have about 40 minutes left.
I don't. I mean, they save your magic. Really, it's not like we're gonna go in.
Well, it's better not to arouse suspicions. Always remember that.
You can make a point at Vittorio. You can make Vittorio invisible.
Look at Vittorio. Is that something you'd like?
I mean, I think it should be fine. If I remember, there was some rocky terrain there. I should be fine on that front, I think.
Sounds good.
I think this should be correct now.
Oh,
Damn.
It's at 10,000 feet, so
Mm.
about 3 kilometers to the mansion.
I will hand I look at Lawrence, I'm like, well, just in case, I suppose keep a hold of this for now, and he will hand you one of the two aptly named snake eggs of location.
What?
Yes.
It gives you a
These.
little black pill-shaped thing.
Why is it not outputting? There you go. I will hand one of those to Lawrence. I was like, you know, if for whatever reason we're not around when you guys get there, at least you should be able to pick us up on this if we're close by.
I was just gonna throw Mara into the sky in case, like, we needed you guys, but
That also works.
Throw Mara into the sky.
No.
Okay.
The flying
throw Mara into
vampires
the
above
sky.
the clouds, looking at the snack.
Throw
Squaw!
Mara. Squaw! A little burb.
You squeeze your last squaw.
Pretty much.
Mara looks at you.
Squawk your last squawk.
One thing at a time.
That's right, Mara.
More useful than a fish.
That's right, Mara. You are.
Well, I suppose we'll meet up in a while then. Hopefully, nothing goes bad on either front.
Yeah. Not. Okay, let's go.
Right. Well, suppose we'll meet up once both of us are done.
Where? In the tavern or?
Sounds like a good place. It's not like we have many more places to group up.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's good. Let's
Tokus
go.
nods, and I guess we'll start get going. Yeah.
Okay, skedaddle, skedoodle.
Okay, can you pull out another token that represents the other?
Maybe.
It
Possible
will be
challenge.
I mean, you don't have to do anything. From,
me.
You know,
I've pulled off. It will be. It will be us.
Oh.
We're chilling.
What is it that we're looking to learn from Kalta exactly?
Well, you're looking to determine if, like, basically any of her automatons have been, like, smashed up last night or, like, got whacked. And then, like, with that, we might be able to determine, like, a location where they came over. And if we have a location they came over, we might have rough directionality. To the swamp, which I feel might be useful. Or we might be able to find some other kind of clue.
Yeah, makes sense.
okay, then you guys can go to the Wallers Guild.
Man, the
Waller's
20
Guild.
inter says my plan makes sense. It was just that easy.
When they have a guild for making walls. God damn.
And they are politicians that would love this guy.
Attack on Titan.
Also, I created an archive for some of your mail in the compendium because I
Our
realized.
males?
Yeah, your
Which
post.
Post
So-
Arc.
It should have all the letters that you guys have received. 'cause I
Whoa,
realized
that's
that was
so
just an-
cute.
Paper pamphlets, personal
Mhm.
messages.
I like that a lot.
maps.
No, not all of them. It's in the compendium. It's not in the items. It's in the compendium. I just archived some of the older mail that you guys have got.
Extra spells. Plus, no. Oh, this one. Okay.
Post Archive.
Found it. Oh.
Like a crow.
Very cool, very cool.
I'll continue to put some more like of the older messages that in there. You guys can always just link them up via that into your journals.
Nice.
Without me having to keep them in here, like taking up space. Say as I worked on my foundry trying to make things run smoother. So far so good, right? You see this roll, Faris?
Yeah, so far.
Okay, good. Oh, Gucci. Right.
Okay.
Tokas and Lawrence.
Us. That would be us.
Let's see.
What do you mean by that?
Vagwall is surrounded by a soaring wall of mortared stone, several feet thick and nearly 3 stories tall. broken up only by a heavy wooden gate where you guys came in, and every now and again interspersed by stout buildings, little towers upon which people and constructs keep watch. Near the western side of town stands an oppressively large building built partially into the wall itself, almost as though the wall grew from this keep and spread outwards around the town to surround it like a snake. The shadow of this building casts the nearby streets and dwellings in an even dimmer darkness than already pervades the area. Guards in leathers and chainmails wearing spears and crossbows walk the ramparts, and they peer down, watching both the inside and the outside. The sound of clinking and clanking can also be heard as you see a pair of constructs trying to lift up some boxes to bring them into the building itself. One of them makes an attempt to pick it up. It the box slips out of their fingers before it's even an inch off the ground, and then the other one tries to put their hands underneath it to help lift the box, but the whole endeavor is not really going anywhere.
Poor beans. I feel empathy. I will go
Can
help.
I approach this conglomerate of cogs and pieces of wood? See what's
Yeah.
going on.
You may.
I like to do so. With Kinai, I would like to. I'm not gonna touch them, but I maybe prod a little bit. I like to check sort of the handiwork and figure out what's going on, what the problem is with these constructs.
Approaching the pair, we'll just call it. The both of you can see that they almost look a little bit like oversized gnomish clockwork toys. They have these coppery colored bow-like legs, metal hands, a rotund bust made out of a barrel or something that has been banded with metal, with that same coppery color metal
Heresy.
to keep it all in place. Their faces are lifeless. Their eyes, for one of them, I mean, one of them doesn't have eyes. He literally just has two screws where there should be eyes.
What the fuck does he see?
The rest of their body is this metallic quilt of bronze, gold colors, wood interspersed with whatever material might have been available, and much of it seems to be stitched together with this very fine wire. This may also be what is doing one of them in, as you see their arms are just way too loose to pick up the actual box.
Jesus Christ.
What is it that you want from these guys?
I want to help them with their box.
While Lawrence helps them with their box, I'm going to take a look around these automatons, sort of figure out what kind of parts they're made of. And I wanted to see if there's any author's signature or any emblem or any particular thing of note that I should remember.
Mm-hmm. Make me a Tinker's Tools check
Mm-hmm.
with wisdom,
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
if you would like to proceed. Lawrence, you can make me an athletics check, I guess.
Sure. I'm the strongest priest.
I'll just do this.
13.
As I was saying,
There you go.
Lawrence, you pick up the box without much problem. The first automaton that does have like two little like glassy looking eyes, almost like he has these little I guess bolts. No, I don't want to call it bolts. I want to call it like the little windows of a submarine, you know, with glass inside of them, and like little bolts that keep them in place. Like glances at you, and then he like steps back. The other one that has like nuts. I don't want to call it nuts, but that's what they're called for like eyes. You know, like screws where the eyes should be. Keeps trying to pick up the like box, even though you're the one holding it now. The only way this guy knows how to operate. You see, he operates by one function, and that is he doesn't know where he's at. He only knows where he's not at, and that's holding the
the
box.
missile guidance system.
Literally, that is who he is. So he tries to pick up the box continually, despite the fact that you're holding the box.
The missile
Okay,
is EP.
That's fine. I was just helping them. I don't. It's their job, so I give them the box. Now that
You
it
give
has
it
been
to the
picked up.
guy. Yeah, you give it to the guy. Like put it on his hands. He's got like kind of this strange, like his hands, like his arm is like stuck in this 90-degree angle, like a forklift kind of.
Oh,
You just
no.
you place the box on top of it, and he will just like very mechanically like turn around 90 degrees and begin walking into the Wallers Guild building. The other one, Tokas, you have a look at, and you can see numerous flaws within this creature. First of all, it doesn't appear like it has a power supply like good enough, like strong enough to actually keep this thing going. You're pretty sure it's not even running on like an Ethereum core.
It's not running on even black oil, it's running on the bog that is scooped up like 5 miles away from the city.
I mean, every now and again, like every couple of seconds, you see this tiny little like bright blue spark that runs down the length of one of the wires, and then when the rain like drizzles down upon it, you can just go and see.
This is not.
As the
This is not.
exposed wire is
This is the equivalent
Sparks.
of a chain lightning spell for a commoner. If you get too close, you just immediately take twice as much XP as you could ever have. Fucking died immediately.
Imagine a child coming up to this thing, being like, "I will help you, little robot." Dies.
The robot casts 9th level cold lightning on the child as he fucking freezes over.
explodes.
Yeah, it explodes over the child. Okay.
That's why
Safety
the robot
hazard.
is wearing rubber boots, you see, so he's not grounded.
No, but the child isn't.
Child will be.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. But yeah, you see, there's numerous things wrong with this thing. Like, apart from the fact that some of the, like, besides the fact that some of the bolts are just, like, not properly tightened, so he's, like, kind of rickety and rackety in places. In other places, there's literally exposed wire. You're pretty sure these are not even, like, full-on automatons, as in people can properly, tell them what to do. Yeah, these are
Oh.
not attunement. These are like your most basic ass.
Wind up toys.
Almost like a wind-up toy, yes.
Can I make like
Capable of maybe like performing like one task only.
Can I make like a quick fix? Pull out a screwdriver, tighten those bolts, slap some Flex Seal certificate on those exposed wires.
You know what? Sure, do it.
Thank you. What would that be?
Make me a dexterity Tinker's tools check.
A dexterity. 100%.
Yeah, make sure that you don't get electrocuted by this thing as
Try my best.
he sparks and goes. Bzz, 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 bzz.
Arcs and
Really,
swords.
really fucked it up for me, didn't you? I thank you. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Make sure you don't die. Yeah, really needed that. Yeah, thank you.
I wouldn't have survived without your information.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you take 4 lightning damage. And you can't take reaction till the start of your next turn.
You got shocking
Imagine
grasp.
how many reactions I need to take.
As you pull out like a little man, I don't know anything about tools. I keep forgetting what they're all called.
Anchors.
No, a wrench. There we go. You pull out like a little wrench to like tighten one of the bolts, and like you make contact, and you can almost like in slow motion see the spark coming towards you, and you like pull it away. But then like between the spark and a raindrop and the wrench, there's like this little shock comes up, and it like travels up your wrench, and you feel your like muscles tightening around it. It's an unpleasant feeling.
It's
Being
okay, I'm used to it.
electrocuted.
I go fucking
I'm
electrocuted
used
so
to
many
it.
times. What do you think? I was born a tinker? No, I burned my fucking fingers so many times.
That's true. That's true.
Right? Is the automaton at least fixed? Or have I
No. No.
Okay, thank you for making feeling even worse. Let's go. I just give up.
Oh, it's okay. If you want to take your sweet time, you can do that, and
No, we
then
don't have
you can
sweet
you can
time.
fix. You don't want to take sweet time. You just want
I
to leave it
we,
like
we
this.
don't have sweet time.
You okay, Tokus?
Took us turns around, disappointed. I never thought there would be bad enough work that even I couldn't fix it, but I suppose
no
we'll
need
have to
to be
have a
mean.
talk with whoever made these.
I'm sure they're doing the best they can here.
Well, I'm sure they could do better. That's why I'm here.
Oh, I guess maybe curb that particular inner dialogue until we leave this place.
No, it's okay. It is solely out of my, well, generosity that I'm willing to part with my skills and knowledge about the matter. Whatever or whoever might have crafted these automatons sure had the passion for it. Turning around to like creature of thing. But there is a few things they lack, and I'm willing to provide.
Wooden Blitzcrank looks down on you.
I'll fucking smite you, I swear to God. Make you go 0 and 15 again.
Wooden Blitzcrank can't hurt you. Wooden Blitzcrank.
He hits you with a shocking grasp for 4 damage.
Hits you with his E, knocks you up.
Pull out my rocket belt.
He casts levitate on Tokas. Oh my god.
Okay, anyways. No, wait, can you stop laughing like a villain and like. No? Okay, yeah, no, yeah, clap even. Like, this is. Sure. Yeah, no, yeah.
Terribly sorry.
Yeah, you're
Man,
not. You're not.
I
You're not, 'cause, like,
posted
you're clapping like behind the screen, thinking that no
posted-
one hears you, but like we heard it.
I posted the
I
last
heard it.
thing Toka
I hope
sees.
you heard me.
Oh yeah, and then you say you're sorry. Like, it doesn't sound like that's like something sorry would say. You know, that's.
Be like, disingenuous in like my clapping.
No,
So,
no, not at all. No.
oh my god. So what did you? What do you? Fucking image. What do you want to do?
Nothing right now. Like nothing. I'm just gonna hang out. I'm gonna go get a drink. And just take a break. I'll see. Like maybe tomorrow. I don't know.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, you're not. I like you literally even said you're not sorry. Like,
Do you want me to go to the other group or like?
That was scary. You insane. Oh, you know? No, yeah, sure. Go out to the other group. I gotta get a drink. Yeah, no, goodbye. Yep. Bye. Sayonara. I'm dipping.
Sorry. Whew. Oh my god.
That's good shit.
Okay. So, gaining entry to the Wallers Guild is not very difficult. You can pass through the doors right after the automaton that is carrying boxes inside, and you will soon find yourself on like an indoor like courtyard, like it's completely roofed and everything. Here you can see a couple of people like working away. They have like some sort of stone cutting tool, I guess, like a like a guillotine for stone, where they seem to be like cutting, the stone back down to the right size, and then loading them onto carriages to I guess disperse over to the rest of the wall. As building walls never stops here at the Stone Cutting Guild.
This is the Wallers Guild.
Yes.
Damn, she's mixing up her guilds.
No. This is literally what they do.
Hmm.
Like, the only thing the Waller's Guild does is prepare stone and oil.
I see.
And you use the stone to build walls and also to throw at people.
I mean,
You throw the oil at
depends.
people too.
Yeah, it
Attack on
depends.
No,
Titan disagrees.
they definitely have like buckets and buckets of stone and oil, you know, like for throwing at people down the walls.
As it should be.
You will
It's like when they
find
made
Kalta
Titan.
here as well, who is watching her people, like loading up another wagon full of material. When she sees you guys, she'll wave.
Lawrence will wave in his rather generous fashion
Mm-hmm.
and approach. Hello, hello.
It's good to see you again.
Nice to see you too as well. I imagine you heard what happened at the over the tavern?
There's not a lot of news out there, and what is out there spreads like wildfire.
Do tell me, what are they saying? If I might ask.
Word has it that the first visitors in a long time came to town, and that they were immediately frightened away because they were attacked at night by vigilantes and undead, or maybe both.
Vigilantes. I certainly wouldn't call the undead amalgamation that broke down our door and tried to tear out our throats vigilantes. But a strange term.
She gives it like a shrug with like a palm stirring up, and she's like, "The people have very little to do, you see, gossiping and twisting the truth a little here and there, make things more interesting."
I'm sure. But nevertheless, it'll take more than something like that to take care of us.
And I'm glad
And
to hear that. I truly am.
I'm so glad I brought backup with me. Lawrence says, like, sort of breaking the calmness of his character for a second.
Mm-hmm. She gives you a chuckle, but it's kind of a nervous one, you know, like, haha, yeah. How can I help you today?
Well,
Come to check out the
uh,
walls.
as a matter of fact, yes, we're trying to determine. We've teamed up with the Bereavement Watch, and we're trying to determine how the creatures were able to get into the city. As you can imagine, such a large force simply entering and attacking is quite strange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we were, from what I understood, from the last time we spoke when I was here, that the constructs that man the walls keep a lookout on anything, and I had a thought that maybe if they got in and over the walls somehow, because they're handy witcher fellows, that they seem to be quite adept at climbing, then maybe one of your automatons might not have turned back up. Or might be missing. I don't quite know how the wall rotation really works here, but I figured you'd be the best person to ask.
Aye, that would indeed be me. It's not just my automatons, though. We have plenty of people as well nowadays. Lots of people abandoning their posts in favor of joining the watch because they don't trust that an automaton can keep a lookout. So we're kind of seeing a shift. A lot of people going to the walls and automatons doing menial labor in town. Not exactly what they were made for, but we'll adjust. She says, grimacing.
Of
To my
course.
knowledge, none of them have turned up missing, though. Then again, It is still quite early.
Perhaps we could do some sort of maybe run of the walls to see if we find anything or any of them. I'm sure we'll get the answer eventually, but well, in something like this, we want to be as fast as we can. Don't want anything getting washed away by the rain.
Of course. We could arrange such a thing.
Right. That's perfect. Is right now a good time?
She looks around. Yeah, sure. Let's go right now.
Excellent.
Inside her right now.
Is there some reason that it would be inconvenient? I don't want to get in the way.
No, not at all.
Now I'm on site. Dirty 20.
Yeah, she seems very nervous about something. Her eyes are not really meeting yours.
Well, Lawrence will attempt to coax it out of her uh, as they walk and talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, pulling her away from the comfort of the guild hall and probably up on the wall where they begin their walk, where
Mhm.
it's just Lawrence herself and Tokas. And Lawrence will try to coax it out of her. Um,
How would you like to do so?
hmm. I imagine he would start slowly as he does so, but then he'd start probing. Yeah, he'd ask like probing questions, and
Mm-hmm.
then based on how she would react, he'd then shift the focus, like however needs be to get her to feel.
Are you trying to comfort her, or are you trying to pressure her?
No, more comfortable. Lawrence is I'm pressuring her, but also like, you know how it's like somebody would say, "Oh man, I know you would never stab me in the back, act like that, and like do this particular course of action," and you're just there like, "Ooh, how do I tell him?"
Is it true that you
um, it's kind of like I'm not really guilt tripping the answer out of them, but it's like more like I'm such a nice person. Why would you keep any information from me? Especially when I'm trying to help these people. And we were attacked.
Make me a persuasion check.
Very well. 18.
It makes it beat enough.
Hell yeah.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. Or am I?
All right.
That was acting. Or was it?
Mm-hmm. So you will come to learn during your little talk and your walk around with Kalta, like you basically move all the way along the walls of the village as far as you can go, because there's literally a point at the bereavement watch where you have to cross the river. You can't. Actually, I think you can. I think they have like a system that a bridge pulls out at the top of the tower, so you can keep crossing. And so that will happen as well at one point. You will come to learn that whenever there is like evidence of a threat, the Wallers Guild immediately mobilizes to like stamp it out, and then there's also the Bereavement Watch for backup, of course. But you come to yeah, sure, you rolled pretty high on Insight earlier as well. You also come to learn that probably more than any other group you've spoken to so far, it is the Wallers Guild who see themselves like most under siege, like from both inside of the village and also from threats on the outside. They probably feel a lot of pressure to perform, I guess.
Mhm.
So maybe it comes as no surprise that by like nearing the end of your walk, the beans are spilled. Almost 2 months ago, the Wallers Guild discovered a tunnel that had been dug under the wall, and they feared that maybe some intelligent undead or like monsters got inside of the walls, and they kind of fear that there are more tunnels out there.
Hmm. Shit.
None that they have found, but you know. Also, none of the automatons are missing.
Okay. They're tunneling. Lawrence kind of takes this information into account. They did have more like webbed sort of hands. I suppose maybe they're less for being for suction and more for like scooping, like shovels. I look at Tokas.
You think he's not here?
Rest in peace, Gabe. All right.
Da,
Tokas goes,
da,
"Really? That makes a lot of
Okay,
sense,
so,
Lawrence.
well,
God, you're so
actually,
smart."
I have 20 intelligence, and I know the fabric of the universe can unravel if I just pick like the right string.
Thank you, Tokas. As we were saying, well, that's quite concerning. Because the creature we did encounter was without a doubt one of those intelligent kind of undead, leading its own pack of sorts. A rather rare kind as well, according to our monster hunter. And the bereavement watcher's intel. I understand there is a lot of pressure put on you and your kin to perform, and I have no doubt in my mind that you are doing the best you can.
Sometimes the best is not good enough.
And sometimes it is. And neither does one battle decide a war. Can you show us this tunnel?
I can show you where it was, but it's covered up now.
Mhm. Okay. Ember, if we get to the section of the wall that's
Yeah.
where is it? Oh, I want to say the section of the wall that's like sort of in this kind of area, like closer to the Quiet Maid. I'd just like to make a more active perception check to try to see if we see anything along the walls here that like could be indicative of you know the tracks of the Ekimara, or the I don't know, the tracks or some like clearly like a larger group coming over it.
Sure, you may. They found the tunnel here, though.
Oh, they did. Damn, I found it there.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a cool ping icon.
Thank you.
It is quite ironic that it's that close to the bereavement watch.
Mm-hmm.
Very suspicious as well.
You end up in a lonesome building.
Mm. Yeah, the tunnel was there. Yes, I'll make that perception check.
Oh, very nice.
Roll 26.
Lawrence, searching high and low, you will find no signs that anyone came over the wall here.
Yeah. Okay.
This is one of the more patrolled areas as well because it is so close to like the
The gate.
yeah, the gate as well as the most of the guilds.
Hmm.
How far does Crowley's dead body census go for?
I think it's 100.
Yeah.
I think it's 100. Let me just double check for you. Where are you, my little bean? My little handy guy. My handy little guy. Companion. Crowley. Wah. My rotten soldier. Scavenger's Delight. 100 feet.
Hmm.
Oh, he can also send out specific types of flesh if given a sample to follow first.
Damn.
Wait, maybe we could give him like part of the the feather.
That is
Let's see
actually
if
a
we can.
good idea.
Yeah.
Could also be even. Well, does it specifically say flesh?
Yeah, type of flesh if given a
Okay.
sample.
Yeah. Otherwise, I was thinking, oh, hey, maybe one of those hairs from the Ekimara, but that's not flesh, sadly.
Yeah. Also, I think it's more likely to find like underlings of this creature that are of that type rather than like another Ekimar.
Yeah, that's true.
Another Ekimara, two more Ekimaras.
Oh,
I think there is a quest where you have to fight two of them at once in The Witcher.
Happy.
Amber sitting here like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're in that quest.
Yo, for real?
For realsies.
Okay. All right. So we walk the length of the walls. Are we like way down here now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hope. I'm assuming that takes us a while. I'll keep talking to her, but do you want to jump to Zarius and Vittoria?
Yeah, I will.
Right. I will. Yeah, Lawrence will counsel her and be like, yes. Now that like she's lost the burden, she spilled the beans to me. She feels good, and Lawrence will be like, oh, she feels good, or she feels ashamed, or something along those lines. Lawrence will be like, it's okay, and we'll comfort her.
Mm-hmm. All right, Victoria Azares, what is your what is your idea here?
As we're walking back, Zarius will first be like, is this our first ever stakeout together?
I suppose so. We don't really do a lot of staking out.
It can be quite boring, so think of some things to talk about.
Hmm.
Okay. Not the sorry. Okay, so the plan was for me, I become a spider and hide in your pocket while you sneak up to the mansion. Then I go out of your pocket and watch.
Right, and what am I supposed to do after that then?
Well, we're both hiding and observing the house, seeing if he leaves at any time.
But
Note
you're
down around what time he leaves.
okay, and how long can you be a spider for?
An hour, tops 2.
Right. And you want to immediately start out as a tiny spider?
Well, I was thinking it'd be the easiest way to make him think that there's not two people watching him. You know, let's say he spots you while moving, and I hide somewhere. He wouldn't spot me.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And I don't think Father Baichan has ever seen me before. So, could even keep that a secret.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, I mean, I suppose we'll find a good place to hunker down and good line of sight.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's hope that he gets out of his house. Otherwise, it's gonna be hella boring.
Yeah. For all we know, he might already have left as well, but can't really be sure of that.
Also fair. I mean, if he left, we would see him return. So,
Yeah, fair.
alrighty, Vittorio.
Yeah, I think I remembered some of the rocks up there. He points in a direction. Amber,
Mhm.
is there indeed a good place to try and be out of sight while having a good line of sight on the manor itself?
Yeah, there are a couple of there's a couple of places. I mean, the mansion itself is pretty like this area is just pretty sparsely populated.
Okay.
There's very few houses. Like it's basically just a cliff with a couple of like trees, bushes, gardens, and like very few like larger houses on it.
Hey, all I need are some rocks. That's that's that's
Wrong.
Mm-hmm.
that's really it.
Yeah.
Hey, before we go in, I will change into a blue-banded spider and crawl onto Vittorio's shoulder.
Or like looks down. Like, I suppose I'll have to get used to that as well. And yeah, I would like to try and sneakily get into position and once in position, attempt to properly hide with my cloak amongst the rocky terrain.
Okay. Make me a stealth check.
Very well.
Should I roll as well?
You are literally in his pocket. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
No, fair. Hide in his pocket. No one can see me there.
It's not super bad, but that could definitely be better.
All right, that's a rock.
Yeah,
Wrong.
that's a rock indeed. And I will be yeah, actively like be on the lookout for, well, primarily Father Baichan, of course, if he leaves or comes back to the mansion, but also if there's other people coming and going, that sort of stuff.
Once we get into position, I will climb out of Vittorio's pocket and see if there's a spot I can both see the place and hide, as both Zarius and the spider.
Mm-hmm. How long do you guys want to stake out?
Well, I imagine 8 hours,
8 hours?
like the entire day. At least that's what Zarius would have said. I don't know what you think.
Hmm.
Can't be a spider all day.
No, no, no. I plan. That's why I'm saying I plan to find a spot where I can hide as a Zarius. While after I get around like half an hour and I start to realize like time's running out, spot to hide as Zarius.
Well, that's fair. I mean, yeah, I think doing it basically, yeah, most of the day. That's a good idea. To try and get some form of inkling on his like if he actually has a schedule he keeps to or not.
Yeah, I'll hide. Hoot. And observe. See if anyone comes in, anyone comes out. Specifically Father Baichan, but other people are also an interesting point.
Roll me. D100.
Do you want to do the honors, Vittorio?
No, you can roll.
Okay.
You can say high or low.
Oh,
You may say high or low while I roll. Let's do that.
Oh, let's do. Let's do high.
Okay, high. Let's go.
Damn.
Should have
Should've
said
picked low,
low.
I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. The mansion lies silent throughout the entirety of your wait. No one comes in. No one goes out.
The
The
entire
rain
thing.
slowly drizzles down upon you, coating your forms in frigid water. It might be summer elsewhere in the world, but in Astoria, it is cold. It's like a solid 80 degrees Celsius. With a little bit of a breeze. What do you want to do?
Oh, if it, so this is the end of the day, yeah?
I'm telling you that after 2, 3, 4 hours, nobody is coming or out.
Yeah.
Mm,
And at that point, Lawrence will have also had his rounds. I don't know what he wants to do, but
4 hours. Was how far away did Darius hide? I guess is a good question.
Yeah, I assume not too far if there's a, if there's a spot.
Yeah. I guess Vittorio, who has been keeping his eyes on the mansion and every now and again looking down at his book, sketching something, closes the book, the leather clasps, and silently makes his way closer to Zarius. He's like, well, either he's not home, or he's just busy inside. It's been several hours already.
Yeah. No, that seems like that's the case. Jarius has basically not moved for the entirety of the 4 hours. Like he's just been like flat, like looking
stiff.
at the thing. You've probably seen him like every time you looked at him a little bit, he's just been the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's in or out.
Yeah, I suppose. If we really wanted to, one way to find out if he's home is, knocking on the door.
Yeah, I mean, we're not here checking if he. We could check if he's home. Do you want to?
I don't know. Hmm. Well, either we try and figure out if he's actually there, or we, yeah, keep this up. Alternatively, we, start heading back.
Okay, I think it might be a good idea. Well, what would be our excuse if we're gonna knock on the door?
Hmm. Well, sadly I don't have any parts from the creatures from last night. Otherwise, that would have been a good excuse. Can't really ask about the report. That's Lawrence's field. He scratches his well, the back of his head.
Yeah, I don't think we have any good excuse. I mean, it would be nice to ring the door, but I don't know. I think that would just seem suspicious if we did it without any proper excuse. The only way we could do it is if I ring the door and then transform into an animal. You know, like the thing you used to do as a child.
Like, just looks at you. That thing you used to do as a child.
Yeah, you go up to someone's house, knock on their door very loudly, and then hide.
Never heard of that, but yeah, if you say so. I mean, yeah, I suppose you would be best suited for that then.
Okay, yeah, sure, we can do that.
You like
Could also just throw a rock at his door. Sarius looks at you.
he just thinking looks at you like, though I don't think there's a lot of kids running around pulling pranks in this city currently.
I mean, yeah, but even then, you'd not know who he is. Like, yeah, sure, it might be seem a little weird, but he doesn't know it's us.
The girl will peer over the rocks. Amber, can I make a perception check to see if if a lot of candles or chandeliers and stuff seem to be lit from if there's a line of sight through one of the windows here.
I don't know, is there?
Well, I assume
Right.
we're.
I mean, last time he was home, there weren't, right? Like, I remember there was candles, but were they on? I don't
No,
think so.
it was
right?
dark.
Yeah.
Yes, there are.
It was literally the middle of the
Yeah.
night. No,
It
there
was
was no candles.
Well, yeah, it was the middle of the night and he didn't have candles on last time, where, the time that you should have a candle on. If you
You
still
have candles on in the middle of the night.
If you're still up,
I was about to say, like, are you up at 5 in the morning? Are you stupid?
Well, I am, but not in that case.
Yeah, I assume that we are, we're not actually here, because that's literally in front of the manor. But yes, I mean, according to the map, there is indeed lights, lit things.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks at Zarius. I mean, I can see some lit candles or lanterns from here, so he's probably home, I'd imagine.
Nod. Like, okay, well then, do we want to go do the rock plan, or me walking up, knocking, and going away plan?
Honestly, not entirely sure which of the two is the best here. I mean, if it's lit up, it's probably home.
Well, we can still do the knock plan. I mean, it's probably, but we.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm fine with saying probably and then leave, but
Well, if you're up to it, I mean, you could stroll on up and knock and transform.
yeah, sure. Sorry, it's first time in a moment that he starts moving again. He will literally just soldier crawl, and he probably does look like a fucking crocodile moving about.
Oh no.
And I will go up to the door. I will very loudly knock on it and instantly transform into a spider and scurry off into the grass.
Alright.
Trying to just like use the grass cover to just be a spider, I guess. Like just.
You just loudly knock.
Yeah, like I will move up to the door,
Mhm.
you know, loudly like knock, just doo 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 doo, and then as I
Like
have
knock
knocked,
with your hand or like use clap or knock.
the clapper knock, if that is there, and then I will instantly transform into a spooder and scurry off into the
No,
brush.
Alright.
I have an important question as this is going on. There was no gargoyle above the front entrance, right?
No.
Okay, good.
I'll go up, just doo 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 doo, and then transform to a spider, sneak up into this grass.
I will actively be looking to see like any signs of movement, really.
Mm-hmm.
Just doo 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 doo, and then sneak.
Meanwhile, Father Baichin in the basement where he's dismembering people who are screaming loudly has to make a active perception check to hear the knock.
Imagine. I think they're silent for a while. And they remain silent. And nobody opens the door.
Hmm.
Well, that means either no one is home or what I previously said.
Okay, I will crawl back to Vittorio as a spider, and then I will shoot my web line at the exit.
What?
Fucking
I will
mental
shoot my
image.
swing line. My swing
What
line.
what did you just say?
I will crawl up to Vittorio as a spider, and I will shoot my like as I get his attention. I will shoot my swing line at the exit because I cannot talk. I'm a spider.
Yeah, so he's just shooting his goo towards the exit instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that,
Yeah.
You just wanted that image clear in
I mean,
everyone's heads.
I mean, the mental image was clear immediately as you said it. That I found it very funny, honestly. Yeah, Vittorio, he'll like frown and he's like, all right, yeah, let's get a move on. And I suppose he'll just I don't know, reach out with his hand so you can climb on.
I'll climb on it.
And then I would like to try and still sneakily make our exit.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. You may do so.
And I guess Victoria will be talking. Well, I mean, mostly to himself, but yes, Zarius can't reply. And he's like, as we're walking, well, either he's not home or he's too occupied in the basement, maybe. I suppose the third option would be that he might have I don't know. Actually, no, I don't think he would have access to that kind of magic, being able to look in other places, especially not if Lauren said that his sword was just, well, an illusion.
Zarius will move left to right. No, wait, no. Zarius will move up and down your shoulder.
Up, down my shoulder.
Like if he's on your shoulder, forward and backward.
I see. Victoria's like, I guess you agree.
Zarius moves forward and backward.
All right, that's good. Well, either we head on back to the tavern, or we. Actually, no. Yeah, let's head back to the tavern, meet up with others, and if we're quick enough, maybe we can plan to get back and go inside.
Zarius will once again move back forward and backward, and then once we find somewhere where it's a little bit secret, Zarius will turn back into Zarius. Not secret, but hidden from public view.
Damn,
course.
he crushes Vittorio.
No, not on your fucking shoulder. What the fuck?
Mhm. That is a
Okay.
choice you can make.
Yeah, and then let's go back.
All right, what's it gonna be? Party.
I'm quickly going to pee because the others have gotten their fucking chances with their beer at backs.
Yeah, I was about to say, can we have maybe 5-10 minute break?
Yeah. Interesting. We'll put it at, I guess, 20 minutes to
Just say 40, please. Just
40. Yeah, okay. I will put it at 21:40. And bippity bop. And yes, we will be back in a few minutes. Take this moment to hydrate if you need to.
I hear the echoes of victory in field one before time, when battle draws so near. You will feel the same in war. Below is the battle, below one before. The memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below one before. Memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below and before. The memory the echoes of victory in field one before time. When battle draws so near, you will feel the same in war. Low is the battle below and before. The memory stays ever so near. Low is the battle below and before. The memory stays ever so near.
Are we live?
Yeah,
Nope.
we are back.
Oh, welcome back to us and to
Welcome back.
you.
Hello there.
So before our break, our adventurers were busy splitting the party, sending one half of 2 people to the Wallers Guild of town to see what exactly the Wallers Guild is all about, what they have been up to during this outbreak, and perhaps to see if there's any more information to be squeezed out of them. Well, the other half of the party went to stake out the house of Father Baichin, the perhaps very suspicious-looking individual that almost lords over this town at this point in time. And now, we'll check on the first group again.
People, pity.
Escalta has pretty much shown you the wall from beginning to end.
Jesus
From
Christ.
one end where it begins at the river delta, and the other end where it literally ends on the banks of the river that the delta flows into.
Was there no tunnels? No holes around?
I went ahead and did a perception check, got a 26, natural 20, to look around to see if there was any signs of particularly in the area around the Quiet Maid, of creatures having scaled the walls, and there was no such sign. As that is one of the most heavily patrolled areas because the guilds are pretty much all around where we were staying.
Mm-hmm.
Next, she did also spill the beans about I don't-
That I heard about the tunnels 2 months ago.
about the tunnel 2 months ago, and I've marked it on the map for us.
Where's the map? Map. No, that's Grafton. Never mind.
And we're not on the map right now. Or
okay.
hasn't switched the navigation.
I see.
I can set it so you can always see it. Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Problem.
And there was no sign of a struggle with automatons or any broken pieces around as well, I guess.
Yeah, nothing of the sort. All the automatons have come back just fine.
Do we know if it's just the guards that patrol the walls, or do they assign automatons to this kind of duty as well?
It's a mix from what was discussed. Basically, people have
More and more people sign up to the guild to patrol because they don't trust the automatons. And so the automatons are instead sent to replace people to do their jobs. So a lot of jobs in town are currently done by automatons.
which
not
are not
very
very-
well, I can see.
Yeah, because
They
they're
do
not
their best, you know.
built
They're not
yet.
really.
sadly.
The automatons do their best. Whoever is making them is not.
You're being really mean. It's like one person making so many automatons.
Oh, I have to help her out. Is it only count? Like, how many members are in this Walder Guild?
There's only
Yeah,
one dwarf.
There's only
There's
one
only
dwarf
one
in the entire
dwarf.
guild.
One dwarf, and that's
Let me
only
tell
one
you how
person
many
that's
dwarves there
patrol.
are in town. I know the exact number of dwarves in the guild
It's
or in
very
this town.
based of you.
In this
a
town, there
population
are a
census?
total of 32 dwarves.
And only one of them knows how to make robots?
You're being a
Fuck it.
little bit racist right now.
Fuck it, I am a gnome. I can be racist. Yeah, I mean, I understand. Tukus is going to bring up that subject, I suppose, about the quality of the craftsmanship of these
Craftsmanship
constructs, and is going to inquire. I have noticed while walking around town there is plenty of automatons to be found, but they seem to be lacking quite a few key components. Is there a reason why?
I'd say we're a little stretched thin.
Of
I'm training a couple of people. People and materials, yes. Problem is that, well, we might have plenty of some resources that the river provides to us. Not a lot of people were willing to come into town this past year. Makes it very difficult to get resources when everything is going on the ration slips.
I suppose that is because of these so-called bandits in the woods.
Bandits in the woods for a longer time. Then these undead and the supplies stopped coming entirely.
Focus pulls out like a little pamphlet, little booklet, and starts scribbling down things. I see. Or I might find the author of these constructs.
You're looking right at her.
I give
Stops
Tokas the look of, you better
He
be
stops
nice.
scribbling, he looks at Calta. Oh,
Lawrence, make sure to get in your line of sight because he knows you're not very perceptive.
I see.
This is the most painful. I see.
How long have you been making these? Just so you know.
It's made
A
one
couple of
every
years now.
single day.
Couple of years. Commending. Have they always been well, have they always needed such replacements, or did you have more people, more materials once?
It was a thing for myself at the time.
Ah,
I only had one or two. When the populace started to, let's just say, tank.
he
We
nods.
needed some extra hands.
That is commendable. I myself am self-taught, but never had to tackle a project of such large scale. He rubs his chin. I suppose I could perhaps help you out in this endeavor. As long as the Warlords Guild will have me, I am somewhat of a skilled tinkerer myself. And I might have a solution for that supply line of yours, at least in the short term. On the long term, that bandit problem will have to be dealt with if you really want trade routes to arrive here, as safe as they can be with prowling undeads in the woods.
I'd be glad to hear it. I'm trying to train a couple members of the guild to maintain and build them themselves, but you know, I also I learned from a book.
Tokus
I've read
nods.
many books.
He taps his head.
I do read books.
We all have learned from books, myself included. Though I suppose confronting a knowledge is never a bad thing. I have a friend as well, who's well versed in the arts of crafting. Suppose I can bring her over to the guild, be it today or perhaps in the morrow.
As long
Or
as
the
she's
next.
not an elf.
What'd you say?
Sure, as long as she's not an elf.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry for that.
Don't worry, guys. They're not racist here. They have 8 elves in this entire city.
Exactly. Look
Go.
at
Impossible.
that.
So
They
far, no
all
one's
stick
had-
together, only talk to each other, and only
It's
do
literally
business with
a
each other.
fourth of the dwarven population. But that's because we have to put 4 dwarves on top of each other. to
Yeah,
make it up.
don't. Hey, don't worry. I've not been spit in my face yet, so this is a good
How many
place.
Dragonborn live here?
I'm somewhat of a tinkerer myself.
Timber, how many Dragonborn live here?
Let me see.
1 now.
0.
Go back to your fucking own country.
0 dragonborn, 11 half elves.
I see. Yeah. Tokus will mention Ilmare and he'll say, not sure of how much help you need for crafting new automatons. Maintenance, I believe that can be done. But
I wish I had 8 arms. That's what I will tell you.
Scratches his chin. Counts her 2 arms. Counts his 6 arms. Well, 2 arms. Counts
You got
his
6
smaller
arms. Hold up, you got more
What?
mutations?
We don't talk about those.
He's like, haha, Freudian slip.
He says, well, I can give you 4 more at least. That is something to account.
And
The
he's
other
being
2
presumptuous with the extra 2.
I will have to find, well, somewhere else, I suppose. I am also quite a good teacher. At least I've been told so, so I can help you out in this training course that you're attempting to.
You have the robes of the tutor.
Yeah, I am certified tutor, you know.
She like contemplates for a moment. She like rubs her cheek. She says, "You know what? Why not?" She like reaches out one of her stubby hands.
He holds out his own hand.
It's large. It's larger than your hand and
Yeah.
calloused.
Yeah, that's why she can't make good stuff. You need the tiny hands, man.
Maybe tiny child hands. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought as much.
I need tiny child hands.
Mhm.
I'm gonna stop there. Yeah, shakes her hand, says, "Well, suppose I'll discuss with my compatriots, and then we'll see what to do."
All right. You'll know where to find me. Here at the gate.
That I do. I might not have many materials in my hands, but he like scritches the chin of his siege metal ram. I know
It
my way around.
snorts.
It snorts some steam.
Yeah. It snorts some steam out. Impressive little thing, she says.
Ah, it's nothing. He's been helping me out for a long time.
I like its design.
Like hit the front of his head back is like, oh, thank you.
Yes, Lawrence? Hello?
Lim?
Yes.
You just started talking and then stopped?
I said, and then I was like, how would Lawrence say this? But yes, if I will talk, then I will talk. Lawrence will ask her, how did you find the tunnel the first time, if you don't mind me asking?
We regularly inspect the wall itself and its foundation. Didn't find it on the inside, we found it on the outside. Clearing away some bushes, some debris. Found that someone had tried to cover up a tunnel there. Lord knows how long it's been there.
Any signs of... Were there signs that the tunnel was dug by tools, or...
I
more
wouldn't be
like...
able to tell you now. Could have well been the bandits.
Would have. But if there's one thing undead are good at, it's mindless, repetitive, simple
Tasks.
task.
Perhaps I should have gotten undead instead of constructs.
I believe that would have been frowned upon a lot more.
In Astoria?
Perhaps less here, but
Perhaps you're the necromancer we're looking for. Lawrence says, looking at her with like this degree of like, this is a joke. Please take this as a joke. I'm not from here.
She pulls out a pipe bomb, throws it at you. Think fast.
She gives you a toothy smile. Perhaps I am. Be quite a twist, wouldn't it?
It would be. Lawrence is about to make a short joke, but then says nothing because TaleChasers is there and he's shorter.
Better watch out your next words.
Better watch out.
Don't worry, TaleChasers, you already saw my next words in a dream.
Yeah, it did. Totally
That's true.
did.
For real.
That nat one is gonna fall on your head harder than an anvil.
Bonk.
Lawrence rolls his second death save. Focus. Natural one, motherfucker.
Oh, I just had it.
Yes. I guess maybe it might be worth doing another check of the foundations around again.
Have it scheduled, yes.
It's scheduled. Do you have when is it scheduled for, if you don't mind me asking?
A few days from now. But I suppose with this attack upon outsiders, it's gonna get moved up, isn't it?
Lawrence
Would
gives
advise
her a
so.
knowing smile. He doesn't say yes, but he gives her a knowing smile.
Tukas says yes. That is why so. Most outsiders are not as skilled as we are, that is for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe it would end up as Rosie. Well, can't really call it Rosie. I believe a few of my compatriots blew the entire floor of the tavern, but.
So that's what happened, huh?
It was difficult circumstances. When a vampire attack you in close quarters, really difficult to contain the damages.
Kelta
Luckily,
chuckles.
he was with me. Lawrence says it like as if he's referring to God, but he's referring to Vasily.
Tukas nods. Luckily it was. But, nonetheless, that ordeal is over our heads now. Don't suppose they'll throw a second attack the night right after. At least I hope not.
Really not, but we might as
We
well.
don't have enough taverns for it, laddie. Can you please, There's one good place in town to get a drink.
Yeah, we'll try to get more careful with it. I
Yes, maybe
suppose.
we should get them do the mending thing. See if we can help in that regard.
I don't believe you can mend a tavern floor, Lawrence. That's a little bit out of the capabilities of such spell.
But can't you what's the thing? Upcast it.
Sadly, no.
Yeah, I have Arkhona proficiency. How can you tell?
But we'll be able to perhaps fix it somehow. He turns around to Kaltha. Say, are you in charge of these supplies with which you make your automatons?
Aye.
Great. Would you mind letting me have a look? I was thinking about seizing the amount of materials left, and well, I had a little plan in mind.
Give you a nudge to elaborate.
She's looking at you. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, of course. If I'm to request more supplies for you, I'll let you know how much of the shortage there is. Plus, if you want to train students or people into learning how to acquire the craft, they might need practice as well. So there'll have to be materials paid for them as well. And
Let's see.
besides counting the repairs of the automatons themselves, I have been thinking about a little thing for these walls of yours. Suppose I'll have a sleepless night tonight.
No one undisturbed. For monsters and bandits. You know, there's this funny thing I heard about bandits that was kind of rude. Just this morning.
Is it? Tell me, is it a song about bandits?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
Lawrence
it as well.
rolls his eyes.
Very,
audibly.
very disrespectful, dare I say, but
Aye, that makes it like rather popular with the lads over at the wall.
oh, does it now? Well, I hope none of their kind of leans in closer sleeper agents overhears them singing that. Else you'll have a lot less guards overseeing the walls in the morning after.
Let's hope that doesn't happen, she says.
Really hope so too.
Lawrence takes damage again. Keep us informed about the schedule.
Aye, if you seek me out, I'll let you know.
That we will. Do you think it would be feasible to check on these supplies on the way back? Or are you
We
busy
can.
with something else?
No, she says I was sent to deliver some supplies because there's a hole in the side of the inn
Ah, that is understandable.
that
I'll
you
gladly-
obviously don't know a thing about. So won't worry you bother you with the details of that.
I will
I
gladly.
heard that the monsters apparently smashed open the wall, and that's how they got in. Of the tavern.
There was a quite loud noise when I was woken up. Yes.
Mm.
Unless there's something you guys want to discuss with cultists, still you guys can return to the Walrus Guild
Yeah.
and check on our supplies.
I'd like to return to the Wolves Guild indeed.
Mm-hmm. They have a decent supply of oil and stone. They have a very middling supply of materials required to build automatons.
I see. Do they have a quartermaster or like someone that is keeping ledgers, tracks of this sort of stuff?
Yeah, Culta.
Oh, poor woman, she's so overworked.
A little
Uh,
bit.
I would like. I'll be fine with like letting Lawrence go back to the others. I would like to spend the rest of the day, if it's possible, to help her organize these supplies. Sort of streamline the efficiency of the supply lines that they have across the city and the spread of materials that are required. Specifically, for example, for the um, supplies needed to maintain automatons, set priority lines towards ones that have most important jobs, and then maybe delay maintenance for those which have more menial jobs or things that can be postponed for a few days.
Okay.
And yeah, I'd like to use my merchant ability to figure out the needs of this town, but also try to fix them with the goods that they have at hand.
Can you make me that check? What is it called again?
It's a appraisal check.
Yeah, I do believe it is an appraisal check.
Am I able to use my portent for this check?
Sure.
All right. Then
Trade! Let's see.
there'll be an appraisal check, and the result is an 11 plus. Well, that's still a success, so everything is fine. 11 plus 8 makes it a 19.
Um, let's see. I have a document I use for this, but where is it?
Plus,
Bless you.
That's a
Thank you.
swear, Mark Musel.
I appreciate the
Mozo.
blessings.
This is
Mark
Zor's
Mazel.
body song.
Sorry, he's in the tavern singing said song with the locals.
I'll get back to you about this thing.
Yeah, no problem.
Because I know for a fact that I have it somewhere. I just don't. I have
Yeah.
no idea where it's gone.
There's no problem. My aim was basically to help be the quartermaster of this town supplies and sort of help them be a bit more efficient, survive longer with what they have at hand.
You can take that one off.
Okay, thank you. I think that is my last one. That means I have 5 out of 5 and 10 out of 10.
There you do. All right. Party.
Amber?
What would you like to do?
Well, after having taken a short rest, not, I mean, technically, if it's allowed mechanically, in the evening, Zarius will be, once the party has arrived at the tavern.
Oh, you want to gather at the tavern?
At least that's where Vittoria and Zarius went. I assume the rest is going to gather up there too.
Oh, if you guys want to go there, that's fine with me.
I'm going to go and shoot me over to where. Yeah, I guess I need to meet the party at By Chance place. Because
We met at
Tokas.
the tavern, right? We said we'd meet at the tavern.
Yeah, but not after how long we meet at the tavern.
True.
So there's the time between basically me leaving you and you spending the time. Excuse me. You spending the rest of the day there.
I'll probably be spending like the other 4 hours that we have left doing all this work while you guys meet back up.
Okay, in that case, I'll meet back up with the guys at By Chance place, and while going through the street, I would like to use thaumaturgy in its many practical applications to cultivate an aura of like not of like strength of like that it's of like a prophet almost, like walking through the streets.
Jesus
I
Christ.
I want the people to have heard the rumors and then see me in the street and not think, oh, it's that priest, or oh, it's the priest that was there. It's the guy.
He wants people to think he surely makes one push-up for every prayer.
Yeah, he surely has had one push-up for every prayer. Not even his own prayers, every prayer.
Every prayer ever made.
So, but like to catch back up, the time you're going back is when we are already moving to the tavern, yeah?
Yeah, basically, you guys spent 4 hours doing your Smazzle scouting. We spent 4 hours going basically from the Waller's Guild, well, to the most
It probably
western...
takes you guys a little bit less to walk all the way down and then back up again, you know, along the walls, but
Yeah,
if Lawrence wants to meet the party, he'll be able to meet the party at Father, but it doesn't really matter which place he meets them at.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do in particular there, Lawrence, or?
No, not really. I just wanted to meet back up with the party.
Okay.
Because I thought they would
Then you
have
may do that.
they would have some more time. Update them on the situation, and then I guess take them back. I'll probably send once I'm within like maybe a couple 100 feet. I'll send Mara over with a message. Give to you guys, and then pull you out of the stakeout.
Okay. Revert time. I'm still a spider. Well, no. If you're coming to take us, then I wouldn't have knocked on the door either, because we decided to leave right after. So then that wouldn't. So
Let's
what?
say that you meet the moment you decide to leave, you see Lawrence in the distance walking up to you. It's like, oh, what a coincidence! We just wanted to leave. Oh, nice.
But that kind of
Lawrence,
fucks
you
things
just
up.
walked-
Shit.
Lawrence, you
Okay.
just walked all the way here. Not really. It's fine, Mark.
Yeah, everything's okay.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, we walk back to the Quiet Maid.
Okay. So this is
funny that the hole that was found was next to the bereavement watch.
Mm.
Imagine.
What else is there in that part of the city?
Housing.
Mm.
All right, you return to the Quiet Maid.
Is it quiet in the maid?
No,
No.
there's a lot of people hanging around trying to get like a.
Like a busted up tavern discount?
More like they're just interested in what the hell's going on, you know.
In case we walk in, the candles flicker. There's a subtle rumbled tremor to the floor. Eyes turn to us. There we are. We are posing like we just woke up from like a statue, being statues in an Egyptian tomb.
Yeah. At that point, I think Zarius is Zarius again. So we head into a little place. We'll just walk in behind you. See some of the people you saw yesterday. Smile. So, should we go to like a room?
Hmm.
You know, seeing as what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I look at Lawrence.
Well, it's not.
Okay, now let's go.
I mean, your rooms are still busted up. There's like
Yeah.
not
Oh
a
yeah, there's
lot to
no
be done
private
here.
room. Yeah.
I'm still paying full price for them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I wasn't contesting. I'm just informing you that I am.
You make it sound like you had a choice. Admin's perspective. But there is a door to like where our rooms are. From what I remember on the map, there is a door that closes to like the area, right?
Zarius, I need you to do me a favor.
People are cleaning out the place there, so like, you know, there's not a lot to be
Yeah. What?
I need you to take like an hour and write a song about what happened that is catchy and makes us look good. And then I need you to come down here and sing the song.
You want me to do that in an hour? What happened when?
What happened in this tavern last night?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Quick time event.
Sorry, like I can try and
Spam me.
freestyle something, but an hour is not long enough to write a
Stargazers,
song.
the vampire.
Well, a real song.
You'll figure it out as you go. Just figure out the broad strokes over an hour and then improvise something based off that. You can keep improvising as the night goes on until you find something that works. You can refine it the next day as well as needs be.
Speaking
But-
like a true musician, goddamn.
Yeah. Why?
Because we want people on our side. Think about
Okay.
it. If you're Father Baichan and you can't throw us out with his raw, like the power of force, then what is the next thing that you have at your disposal? The will of the partially mind controlled populace.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'll try to counter mind control them with cool music. Sorry.
Thank you.
Squint a little bit.
Now you're speaking like a true bard of the ages.
Okay.
This is why musicians are hung in certain places.
Yeah. All right. Sure. I'll try to think of something.
Good job, Zarius. And remember, He's watching over all of us. I cast guidance on you, and then I leave to go check up on my boyfriend.
I look at Vittoria with like a little bit of a what the fuck just happened.
Troy, he like fucking shrugs and is like, I
I stop, turn around, I look at Vittoria like, "Are you not coming?"
no,
To see
yeah.
my boyfriend. Are you not coming?
I see Delphine as well.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
The child, feral
Mhm.
child.
That is, yeah.
Take Mara. She helps. Help him write a song, Mara.
Mara sits down and looks at you.
Oh, I give her a piece of corn. There we go. Now she
Ah!
can work up full capacity.
Daddy loves you.
That's right, I do, Mara. Give her a little kiss on the forehead.
Give a bird a seed every now and then, she says in Vincent's voice.
You're so fucking precious when you smile.
You're so fucking precious when you
When-
smile.
Bye.
Ah! I died! Says Mara.
She's so precious, I love her.
I got ripped out of the place. Ah! Alright, party.
That's
Most
us.
of you are going upstairs.
Yeah, how else am I supposed to see my boyfriend?
Okay. He is non-functional at this point in time.
Oh, little baby man.
Yes, little baby man is
Hi,
laying
baby.
face down on the bed with a pillow over his head.
I will read to him.
He does not move the entire time.
He's dead. Twice again.
Yep. He has a 0 hit dice.
What I'm hearing is, Lawrence, I'm fucking hungry.
No, he
He's-
doesn't have any strength to say that.
Yeah, he's beyond that. He's just like dead at this point in
Lawrence,
time. He's dead to
I'm
the
a
world.
vegetable, Lawrence. I turn myself
Lawrence!
into pickle Vasily.
I cannot move.
I'm not laughing though, Lawrence. Laughing
Ah,
takes away the last few hit points I have. I'm going to die.
I'm hungry.
You know, he's trying his best.
Correct.
That's why I brought him some things to hydrate him.
Human children.
I was thinking some water.
He doesn't drink water.
Yeah, he only drinks the blood of orphans.
Hey, I give
I thought he
some water to
stopped drinking
hydrate
blood
himself.
after he became an energy
He
vampire.
did. In that case, I'm giving him energy.
That was like 2 days. It's been 2 days, guys. Like
He
he's
had
doing
his
his
new
best.
personality and it's already over. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, this cool vampire doesn't need
Mhm.
blood to survive. Oh, I want to be cool like them. And it's like 2 days later, just forgot about it.
2 days later, he's laying there on the bed with 0 fucking hit dice, unable to regain any hit dice. He's like, I hate it here. I hate her so much.
What do you mean by that?
Fastly cannot naturally regain hit dice.
Oh, you gotta give them to me?
Yeah.
He needs sustenance.
Poor guy.
Mm-hmm.
Give him all that hit dice, you know, I'm right.
Uh-huh. So anyway.
Yes.
What is it that you guys actually do aside from
Well-
look at Vasily?
I play. Yeah, okay, so you know how you have those finger skateboards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I'm playing with that on top of Vasily, but it's not a finger skateboard. It's the little miniature like purple worm thing, and it's wiggling, and I'm like, whoa.
It's like
woo."
those videos of the dudes playing like Hot Wheels on their girlfriend. It's pretty much the same thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Vasily breathes once every 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
Breathe check. Okay, she is alive.
Victoria will inform, suppose the both of them, before checking on Delphine. He's like, as for what me and Zarius found out, well, not a whole lot. Either he had already left, or he was inside the entire time. After about 4 hours, no one coming or going, we decided to have a knock on the door, and then Zarius turned into a little spider and scurried away. And no one came out and opened. So either he's not there, or he's just ignoring the knock, I suppose. Ideally, we should maybe try and get in there today, but I look at Lawrence, but I have no clue where Tokaz is, so.
Oh, right, Tokas. I forgot to mention. Yes, he is at the Wallers Guild, performing something he called min-maxing economies, and he said it's gonna take him a while. So I just, I don't know, I guess I was just standing around, so I thought I'd come back and see what you guys are up to. Maybe break in. Which is what I thought I was gonna do when I got there, but and then you guys were leaving, so I was like, oh, okay.
I see.
I guess we'll get back here in a bit. When I mean a bit, I mean a while. At least enough time for us to relax a little bit, Zarius to write a song, turn us into local legends, and then get the power of the people on our side. Heroes who defended the town.
Alright. Well, suppose we'll have to see then if we try and get inside tonight or tomorrow. Don't, well, no. We don't know if he's home or not, so.
Oreo.
Mm-hmm.
Can you catch a blade?
He squints.
Have you ever caught a blade before? Like in your teeth or like with your hands?
He's like, I would never try to catch it with my teeth. I mean, he looks at the palms of his hands. Maybe once or twice,
Twice! Wow! Already once is like a 1 in a million, I thought.
It's not that often that well, let's just say, usually didn't fight a lot of, people with swords, I suppose. Well, except, bandit here or there. Up until recently,
Have you ever broken a sword? Like with your hand? Like if you caught someone's sword in your like hand, do you just like break it?
I don't. Breaking swords or any other kind of weapon not made out of wood or other materials is kind of hard. At least with your bare hands.
So there are limits to your strength. I see, okay.
Like he raises an eyebrow. Like,
He about to break yours.
it's like,
I'll snap
I'm,
fucking some lead.
I'm,
Already broken.
not. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm
I
not.
can tell I'm confusing you. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange question.
I have a feeling that maybe in the future, I'm just thinking about all the possible scenarios of how we can deal with this. Of like Father Baichan, he confronts us, draws his flaming sword, which is kind of like almost his scepter of office. You know, it's like the royal scepter. It's like the crown jewels almost. It's his it's his icon. It's the sigil. It's what lends him legitimacy.
Mhm.
I was thinking, since I know that it's fake, it's like not a real. I think it is a real sword. I just don't think the fire of it is not real though. It's like illusions. I was just thinking it would be super cool if you just took his sword and you just broke it in front of him. And it's like, oh, the fire doesn't affect me, and I just broke your sword, and now the fire's off. So really, how magical can you be, my guy? This is, with the sword of Lady Vengeance, really snap that easily.
I
Oh, the
see what
sword is real. Vittorio burns his own hand.
I see what you're getting at. I mean, I suppose if it comes to that and he decides to actually pull a sword, the would be pretty desperate to do so. I mean, that he knows that you know it's an illusion. If I remember right.
Yes, it is. It was revealed to me here by Lady Zabril.
Hmm. Yeah, so it would be pretty
And he got very upset with me when I said so.
I imagine so. I mean, either, yeah, as you said yourself, either he put the illusion on it or had someone else put the illusion on it to, I don't know, make people look up to him and feel safe. Though, I think
He's a
he,
priest of the Lady of Vengeance. Having a flaming sword is part of the role.
yeah, I think he's probably using that illusion to just trick people rather than making them feel safe.
I think so too. I think he's probably a charlatan.
Yeah. Well, suppose we'll find out more once we get inside of the manor.
Suppose we will. For that, I'm thinking our best option is Crawley with Zarius again. I can direct Crawley. I say, I'm subconsciously petting my little insectoid boy before like realizing he's not there, and then summoning him into my hand. Give him a little scratch so he can chitter to his heart's content.
It doesn't have the skin anymore. It was like, dropped on the floor.
Yeah, it was dropped, but then he like got back. I gave it back to him. That's why I left him here.
You're like a little piece falls off. She looks at you.
Oh, I pick it up for him. Give it to him.
He like sticks it back on.
My boy.
Hmm.
Send Crawley in there with Zarius, and then they can scout about. And then of course us on the outside are there preparing to kick down the door, if you get what I mean.
Hmm.
Once we find some probable cause.
Yeah, I suppose that is one way about it.
Oh, and Crowley's also very good at finding corpses because of what he is.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, he's so good that if we give him any piece of flesh, he can find like any creature as long as we give him a piece of flesh from said creature, if that makes sense. So I
Oh,
was thinking we give him a piece of flesh from the not Fletcher, flinching, flim,
Fleeter.
leader.
Fleeter.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tokus of the mind. Tokas of the many worlds. The Fleeter, and maybe we might be able to. He might be able to sniff out another Fleeter, or at least where these creatures maybe were dwelling.
That's yeah, that's a very good idea.
I don't know. Ever since Vasily shot me full of, I guess, his own blood, I just feel very alert these days.
Hmm.
Give Vasily a pat.
He just groans.
It's okay,
All
Vasily.
right. Well, I think that's as good a plan as any. Can fill everyone else in when they're here. I'm gonna see how Delphine's doing in the meantime. She got pretty banged up.
Yes, go check up on your child.
He just looks at you. Hmm.
Just raises his eyebrow. Do it. Fucking deny it. Deny it. Do it right now.
He says nothing. He just he gives you a and then he goes to where Delphine is.
Delphine having been cooped up inside the room the entire time. Looks
What?
up at you.
Hmm. How are you doing, kid?
I'm bored.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Let me tell you a tale.
Let me tell you a tale.
Sorry, I was practicing. I'm sorry, I'm gonna hear myself. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
People smile.
People smile indeed. I look at Delphine. Like, yeah, I imagine so. You did get pretty banged up last night. You feeling okay?
Not really tired, but I feel better. Feel better now.
Hmm. Well, that's good. So, it's a bit dangerous outside. Especially, moving around on your own. But, we might be trying to do something this evening. Perhaps you, come along for that.
What do you mean?
He, like, leans in conspiratorially. He's like, well, I mean, yeah, the entire reason we're here is to figure out what's, well, I suppose, wrong in town. And, yeah, one person seems to, probably be behind some of it. It's, someone Lawrence talked to the last time he was here. It's another priest. But, he's probably lying to some people. So, we're gonna try and, well, as Siren would say, accidentally open some doors. And, have a look around.
She blinks up at you with her large eyes. I know how to do that.
He, like, looks
Who
at
told
her.
you that? Who told you that?
Yeah, like, literally. He's like, when did Siren teach you that?
When you weren't looking, he said I shouldn't tell you. But I guess I did.
Of course he did. Well, I suppose it's a good skill to have.
Mm-hmm. She like she like outstretches her like cybernetic arm and like like rubs her thumb along like the length of it, and like this little pin slides out and she like
When?
pulls it out. She's like
I never did that.
and she has a lockpick in there.
Who the fuck did that?
I
Who the fuck?
I
My
my head immediately turns to wherever Ilmare would be.
Oh my god.
Ilmara's like,
You dare
prancing on the
trifle
ceiling.
with another tinkerer's creations?
Uh,
He
Unbelievable.
holds it up to you and says, "I have one more Ancient key."
I'm gonna fuck up her octopus tonight. I swear to God.
like, I see. Yeah. You know, I can also be a Morensian key, right? Except when I do it, it's a lot louder, I suppose.
Uh-huh. It's okay. I'm good at what I do.
I know you are.
But
Put
what am I?
put a hand on her head. I know you're good at what you do. And you're good for learning more things. It's always good to do that. And I mean, I told you before that hopefully there'll be more opportunities for you to just show that you can actually do some things. And don't be cooped up all day.
I want to go outside.
I know. Though, right now, I need you to promise that you won't go outside alone.
Well, but my friends are still waiting.
I know.
They're probably scared.
Yeah. Where, do you remember where, well, I suppose where you left them?
She shrugs. outside of town. They don't want to sit still. Why would they?
Hmm.
I wouldn't either.
Oh, I suppose so. Well, at least they're used to, well, running around in forests with undead.
I suppose so. Not mean ones, though.
No, that's true. They usually just ignore them, from what I remember you telling me. Hmm. Well, we'll try and see if we can't can't try and meet them later as well. After we've looked around and whatnot. He also might have to take a trip to the swamp at some point, so that would be a good opportunity. Can make sure that they're okay.
Okay.
But for now, you have to promise me. He looks directly at her, his eyes piercing into her eyes. To promise me that you won't go anywhere alone in the city. Okay? There's more of those undead that attacked last night around. And no one should go around alone.
So you don't want me to come with?
He's like, looks at her. What did I just say?
I forgot.
He does.
For gore.
He doesn't laugh. I laugh. He's like,
Mm.
his brows furrow a bit. He's like, I said, don't. You have to promise me to not go anywhere alone. Okay?
Mm-hmm. You didn't answer the question.
If you're coming
So
with,
selective.
if you're coming with us tonight, if we are going tonight, then you're not alone. Then you're with us.
Okay, but then why are you asking me? Because, like, I'm with you, so, like, I don't understand the question.
He like looks at her like, you like to sometimes go out without telling people when we're not looking. I remember Novostoya.
No.
Ever.
No.
I would like to insight this creature and see if it's just Delphine being Delphine and being facetious, or if this is in fact not Delphine.
Okay.
I will be very tactical about it. Bippity bop. Okay, 3 and well, that's 7.
Yeah, she has no idea. You're finding it hard to read.
Yeah,
She's just staring at you with those dark eyes.
he's like, okay, never mind, kid. Just don't go out alone while we are here in Wagwall. And tonight, you'll come with. Okay?
Okay.
Have you eaten anything?
Amara, give me a snack.
What kind of snack?
The arm of the human who crossed
Cyanide
her,
pills.
who whistled at her as she walked down the road.
She said Vincent gave it, but I shouldn't say thank you to him. He wouldn't want me to. I wouldn't want to make him feel embarrassed or something.
So, Ilmara gave you a snack, but actually it was from Vincent.
Yeah, but I shouldn't say to him that I ate it.
Vittorio, who, low charisma, but pretty good at least reading people, internally goes. His internal monologue is, I guess Ilmare just wanted to eat Vincent's snack. Huh.
Because she gave, her lunch to Delphine.
Yeah, I mean, basically, she took something from Vincent, and then was like, okay, well, I will give it to Delphine instead, so that if he finds out, I will not be in trouble. Because man, Ilmara is a
I got
prankster.
overthinking it, man.
Yeah, she's such a whimsical creature.
She's a whimsical case.
Mhm.
I don't know why you say it like that, Amber.
She's
Don't know what you
definitely not a
mean.
changeling. Alright.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, Arius.
What? No.
Oh, I
Yes,
thought you
more.
wanted to sing to the whole
Oh,
group.
I can sing to the whole group. Sure, if you want me, but I'm like, am I going to start the 1 hour thing now? Sure. I have made a new song for those people here that want to hear it after a quick deliberation after I was put on the spot about needing to make a song.
Victim
You're
blaming, very,
welcome.
very weird.
Okay.
elements are
Zarius.
made under pressure.
Yeah, no, fair, very fair, valid. Zarius will
Let
go
me get a
back to
track
the.
for you.
Oh, okay.
It's serious mode now.
Oh God, I can't sing on the beat, let alone sing.
Alestina the Wise is.
It's
in the
okay, we're
panel.
gonna get some mellow music. Don't worry about it, you don't need Alestina. I love you, Alice.
Sorry, is the
No.
classical trained musician just jamming it out every time he's here.
Also, my mental image for this when he actually sings and he's like stomping his feet, people are clapping. Meanwhile, the Baron up upstairs in the bed, barely able to move, and then he just hears very faintly. Here this line. I'll copy paste it, not to spoil it for the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is vastly, but this is just.
Lawrence, do you actually give Vasily hit dice?
I will. Yeah, I will if he wants it. But like I've offered it to him before, and he'd be like, no. So I'm like,
I mean, you kind of roller skated on his like back when he was dying. It's kind of.
yeah, I did. I
No.
eventually will turn him over and be like, Vesely, do you want to
Vasily has
have
bags under his eyes.
do you want to have a drink?
Why does he have bags under his eyes? What are they doing there? So
brought you
weird,
a
man,
brought
so
you a
gross.
drink. It's a
I don't feel so well, Lawrence.
oh, Vesely, you're talking.
Mm.
I know. Listen, I have a lot of your blood inside of me. Right now. Do you want it back?
That's such a strange thing to say, Lawrence.
I mean, like, is it incorrect?
No.
Do you
No,
want
it
it
is not.
back?
Can we try something else?
can try something else. Okay, we can try something else. Hello, stranger. I have prepared. Would you like a drink? Here is a cocktail that I have made for you. This is a courting ritual.
Vasily just like stares at you. His eye, like his little eyes, are like sunken into the back of his head. He's just like they just glitter in the dark. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I don't know how do people do this? There's no bartender to ask for drinks, so I guess I need to just give you a drink. Or do you want water? I have some water here.
No, Lawrence, I don't want any.
Do you want to drink anything? Don't want to drink anything? Okay. You don't want to eat anything?
I want to try what I saw.
He's gonna turn it into an Ikimora and ban away your jugular.
Oh man.
You start losing max HP.
Lawrence, he
Not
places a
again.
hand, like very slowly. He raises up his hand. It looks like it takes him so much effort to do so,
Oh, I support his hand.
and puts it on your cheek.
Oh, Vasily.
Aw.
Are you gonna cast some strange spell on me?
No.
Okay. Cast your spell.
Lawrence, can you make me a con save?
Disintegrate.
Ah, felt that one coming.
You could choose the you could choose to fail. You could choose the try and
Should
succeed.
fail. I told him to do it, so yeah, I fail. I willingly
Alright.
fail.
You feel a light throbbing sensation behind
Oh my god, where?
behind your ears. No, like
Oh.
behind your ears, behind your eyes as well.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Almost like like when you haven't drank in a really long time. That sort of like
Mhm.
dehydration headache is what you
It's
begin to
Vim.
feel.
He's pulling him out of your head.
Oh,
Vim
my little
screaming.
Vim.
Tentacles come out of your nose.
He starts disintegrating as he touches oxygen.
No, you see, Vim's like a jellyfish, right? It's like pressure is applied to Lawrence, and then like the little like spiky tendrils like pierce through the jellyfish skin and then into like whatever is touching the jellyfish.
You.
No, it's like
Gross.
super interesting actually. Jellyfish are like dope.
They are pretty dope. Anyway. I opened this. I'm pretty sure it just works like this. Let's see.
I want to suck your blood,
Blah, blah, blah.
but like platonically.
Platonically. So Darius will at first probably come to like Lords. He's like, got it. Got it. I think I got it.
You see Lawrence and Vasily exchanging some energy vampire rituals.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Lawrence
Might
is
be a
throbbing.
in courting.
Lawrence is throbbing so hard right now.
Yeah.
Through prolonged contact, Lawrence, he absorbs a little bit of your life force.
No. You
Man.
age
Taking a little.
15 years.
No. He takes a couple of hit dice.
He
He
did
can make-
become an energy vampire. I'm so
Remember,
happy for
I
him.
give him all my hit dice.
Oh, bless you. He's
Give
not
them
at full
all.
hit dice.
Of course he's not. He has 7 billion of them.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. I'm looking at the
doesn't.
No, he
17 hit die
doesn't,
Vasily have.
Lawrence. Lawrence, how many hit die do you have? You don't have it. You don't have that
5.
many.
I'm level 5. How
Yeah,
many
it's
do you think
okay.
I should have? NPCs have twice as many hit dice as PC equivalents.
Yeah, he has 11, but it's okay.
Yeah. Knew it.
Alright. He has them now, and that's what matters.
Darius, if you show me the song, I'm gonna ask if you can put I'll give you the name correction. Firstly, with the Stargazers, not the Gazers. Secondly, I think maybe you should include a bit there about maybe there being a
12 foot tall, London.
We're here to defeat a great evil that is hidden here.
Well, yeah, but we first want to like. Sure, I get what you mean. We first want to kind of have them have faith, because if we're here for something, they're like, yeah, we don't give a shit. So I mean, I'm saying we as the Stargazers are encouraging them to stand up for themselves and then
against the
with that-
great evil.
Yeah, against
You like
the
my
I do.
evil
track?
that they might
Yeah.
not fully
Pretty
know
lo-fi,
about.
yeah.
I don't hear
Funky
it yet,
forced.
but I'm trying.
Yes.
I see that, but it's like, if I mention something very specific, it's not going to be like a vibe, and they need to enjoy the music. They need to kind of get bolstered up, get hyped up, and then when there's an evil, I can be like, the Stargazers, you need your help, but that doesn't have to be part of this song. You know, it's they need to have faith in the
Okay,
Stargazers.
Zarius. I take the point. Sing your song. I need to enjoy this Funko Forest music with my boyfriend now because he's alive.
That's
Okay.
okay. This is my new track for the music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vasily and Lawrence can have a. Yeah, Vasily makes like lo-fi mushroom sounds when he's like photosynthesizing with Lawrence.
Amber. It's
Yeah.
like it's me and Vasily's like first time.
What? What do you mean?
Exchanging energy, yeah, bro.
Like- Yeah, like what base is this?
Osmosis. This is like first base, you know, like.
This
bit-
is
like-
first
like touch-
base.
Yeah, like every
Yeah.
plant
He's
can
giving
do
me a
this.
kiss. We're
Yeah.
like exchanging energy now.
I don't know if you want, you could go for a home run, Lawrence, but like, you know, like.
This guy looks like he's
But like
fucking
third
being
base is fine to me.
pulverized over.
Now is the time for go for a home run. You see,
Okay.
there's never a better time to go for a home run than when there's a
When
guy
it's
who just like
completely
nearly
weak.
who died for you.
Right
Literally,
now he's
Allison. Literally,
sucking
Alice
the
and Sal.
energy
The
out of him.
moment Sal got revivified, you know, like.
It's true.
I
They made.
mean, you already hit
They would
that
have
sort of-
made so many babies if they were not biologically incompatible.
That's so mean. So
What the
mean.
fuck? Make you laugh.
Yeah, I'm really
Yeah,
sad
Alcina
about
would
it.
have had our
TBH.
triplets
Yeah.
now. She'd have 3 little fire methods and Aaron.
Please don't.
They all explode upon
Don't make
death.
Fire
Every-
children fire methods get too angry for exploding.
Well, they'll take you out with them. Anyway,
I was gonna say something horrible, but that's not that.
that's fine.
No,
Zaris, you
I
wanna
know
sing
how
your
you
song
always
before we
do
end
that.
the?
Okay, I will
You wanna
sing my
play your song
song.
in the tavern?
I
Do
will
the
play my
performance check.
song.
You don't actually
I-
have to sing the song, Jared.
I'm singing the song now.
Okay, well
Ouch.
within the 4 seconds it's going to restart the track, so don't worry.
Okay, I'm ready. But first, I'll roll the performance check. Let's see
how
it.
bad it is.
Am I entertaining people, Amber?
Yeah.
No,
Why
Why
I-
someone put a heart around this? Why someone put a heart around it? 17, very nice.
No, that's
21, very nice.
As Zarius walks into the crowd, seeing how many people there are, because clearly there's a huge crowd just for this man.
There's quite a few people. It's like half the town has come out to be here, you know.
Oh, very hype. As Zarius walks around and just looks, ladies and gentlemen, I heard you had a fantastic time yesterday, and I'm here to repeat that time. You know, I heard that you liked the story about the Pixie Bandit and how the Stargazers faced them. I'm going to tell you a new story.
Oh my god, it must be one of the outsiders. Someone says, there are no Dragonborn in this town.
Yeah, clearly.
Oh my god, it's a lizard folk. I've never seen one up close.
He
Zarius
looks so strange.
Zarius does the anime, you know, the angry emote on his forehead. He's like, "What?" And he's like,
Emotes.
as he then jumps onto a table or a chair, wherever there's room, to get a bit higher up, and he says, "Let me tell you a tale from last inky black night, when the Stargazers faced a most troublesome plight. They travelled far and needed their rest, but right in their room, a lurking dark pest with bared fang and claw, a vampire true. Springing their trap, they were coming for you. But with these brave heroes, they stood their ground, and like you can see, no vampires around. So let's raise our glass to heroes and more, and let those damn vampires taste the dirt of the floor. The Stargazers stand with you, so let your voices roar and pick up your spirits. Show those wackos the door. Now this one tale isn't at an end, cause these damn heroes got a message to send. Because the people of Agwal, they won't give in to those that embrace the undeath sin. So spread the song and sing with a grin, as these great folk won't ever let them win. As he then just continues, but that's all I've written.
Bless you.
Up, there's the Baron trying to sleep
Beautiful.
and everyone chanting, undead sin, undead sin.
Yeah.
Whoops!
The guy is fucking trying to
Whoopsie
sleep.
daisy!
Don't worry about a thing.
The people enjoy it.
Reminds me that you're not a bard.
Wait, can I...
I'm a musician, I'm not a bard.
Wait, can I just... Give me a sec.
I'm a non-mechanical bard.
You gotta, like, at this point, next level, just the spec in bard, so you can have, like, 3 classes, why not?
Does it work like this? Is it working?
Mhm. Yes.
I did it, guys.
I'm the Withered Rose, ladies and gentlemen. Let yourselves be heard for both those damn heroes and, of course, myself. He does a little bow. Then he grabs a mug of ale and he just raises his upwards, his lovely low cup.
You know, Amber, there's...
Someone's very happy.
Yeah, someone's very happy, apparently.
Someone's really into the... You see? I don't know... Wait, what is the sound is this? Gasp. I don't know why they... I don't know why... I don't know why gasp sounds like that. Wait.
It's,
It's concerning.
that's...
This is a little bit uncomfortable, but yeah. Ooh.
Woo, woo,
Sorry,
woo.
This is just dancing around with these people. As he's going to repeat the song multiple times to see if people start catching on.
People will catch on, Zarius. The people of Vagwall are like kinda into this. They've been locked inside this city for so long. And they're finally getting a little bit of respite. Please take the fandom of this entire town.
I take the
Or at
fandom
least
of this
half of it.
entire town.
Le-
Half the
Or at least half
town.
of it. Half of Vagwall and then one guy from Novostoya. And then other guy from Crowsman. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
and I'll
think,
repeat the other songs as well. Just have a great time.
of course, I think on this high note, we can close session
Mhm.
with our pals having a good time at the tavern, Tokas and Ilmare trying to figure out some stuff over at the Wallers Guild with these automatons. Lawrence and Vasily sharing a moment together in exchange of energy, I suppose.
Very blessed.
And Delphine and Vittorio gearing up for the long night ahead. I thank you all for being here,
Yeah, thank you,
Thank you for hosting.
hosting.
Thank you for hosting, indeed.
and I hope that you're ready for next session, because I am.
I am ready.
I
Got to use none of my prep.
yeah, that's
None of it.
good that you're ready.
Use it next time. So you don't
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
to
it's
for this time. Right.
I don't, but like I'm sad because I spent hours writing this.
It's okay.
That
You
is
can not spend
understandable.
hours this week.
Yeah, you have, like, just a
You'll
break.
lose the
So yeah, you guys want to play again right on Sunday?
Yeah,
No biggie.
I'm down.
I
wait.
have Sunday free.
Oh no! Wait!
Sunday
Wait!
evening.
No,
Wait!
it's not outside of the realm
Guys,
of possibility.
session is over. I'll see you guys on Twitch. Bye bye. Bye bye. See you next week. Oh, bye to my future self. Oh, is it Friday yet? Shut up, Gabe.
Shut up, Gabe.
Ferris, please close the stream. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off.
Okay. Well, yes. goodbye for now. We will
Goodbye
see,
for now.
see you when we see you. Bye bye.
Bye.